ladies and gentlemen, there you go. The Viper versus Liereyy. Hans and the Vikings is the first one. And oh boy, let's go. Because this is going to be amazing, I believe. And here we are. We still need to put, well, some stuff here, like Capture H, because it's not connected. There you go. We are starting. And where's the sound? Let's put the sound here, guys. Let's put the sound. Liereyy with the Vikings, the Viper with the Hans. I don't know what you think, but now I really feel like, where's this? Here it is. What is this? Oh, okay. Let me just see. Give me a moment.
Versus Vikings.
Can you hear me?
And let's think about the two players' civs and their maps.
No, he can't. One moment. Okay, we're going to check right now. Viper and Liereyy. I need to put the casting. This is Showmatch. Best of 5. Because the sound is not working. Just a moment. And now.
League better.
Rothran.
Man, how are you, man?
I'm fine, man. And you? You are streaming for so many hours.
I'm doing great. I got at least like another 2 or 3 minutes in me here.
Okay. So now you have even more time because I'm going to be co-casting with you. Thank you for inviting me. Thank you for bringing this so much. And congratulations. Well, congratulations. Who the hell want to make 24-hour stream? So good luck for you.
Well, I appreciate it, man. It means a lot. It means a lot getting to co-cast with you, man. I appreciate it.
Okay. Well, I don't know. I'm just catching up in the game because I'm not live, and I don't know if you are live already. So let me know.
I'm catching up as well. I'm still fast forwarding to catch up. What do you think? We got Liereyy playing as the Vikings in the Northeast, and we've got Viper in the Southwest and Red playing as the Huns. So you definitely have a lot more depth of game knowledge. So what do you think about the Civ matchup here, man?
Well, this matchup, I will say not so long ago that the Vikings were going to be super favorite. I don't think that is happening anymore because after the last balance, also the knights are working better, and then now how strong are the Cav archers? Well, Hans are Hans again.
Yeah, the back in the day, I mean, one of the things that I remember when I played as a kid was just Hun war, constantly with spamming the cavalry archers at each other. And so I'm excited to see what the Viper is going to do with the Huns here. One thing that I'm thinking about is, you know, Viper actually, I kind of wish Viper wasn't the Huns because he has such a, I feel like he could close this map up much easier if he had some houses and stuff, but he's going to be forced to play this open because the Huns, of course, don't get those houses.
Well, he's getting a Viper map. Gold at the back, stone at the back, wood at the back, everything at the back. Like he can wall easily on the left, super easily. The only expose a little bit is the berries, but other than that, it's a perfect map to dominate.
Yeah, absolutely. Lierey's got not as nice as a map. He's got his gold up front. He looks like he's going to try and close that up. There's an archer range that's going to go out in front of that gold as the men-at-arms and scouts, scout from Liereyy are just tickling the edge of that town center range there. Loses a bit of HP on one of those men-at-arms.
Well, I'm still on 11 minutes and 10. I don't know what is the live game right now because I'm just going in fast speed, but not. Oh, okay, now it's live. 11:30. So we are live completely
same
now.
time. Yeah, we're caught up. Sorry,
Nice.
apologies, man.
Nice. Amazing. Well, he's going with the men-at-arms. You can see that already the Viper with a smooth economy, good amount of farms, stable archery range, so he's going to be holding. He's going to send the scout to counter-attack. That's the best he can do. So Lee need to put ASAP a spear at home. Okay, yes, okay.
Lierey's got his base somewhat closed up on that left-hand side of his base. If he keeps extending those walls, he'll be a lot safer from future age, but it's not going to do much against the scouts that are coming in now. Scouts getting in and chipping away at these archers, that's not good. This early, every unit counts so much. The earlier in the game you are, the more important those units are, and losing those, even that single archer there is huge for the Viper. He's going to have a much easier time roaming around with the 5 scouts that he has out now, and the 1 skirmisher that's going to come forwards too. There's actually some exposed villagers on the right there, Mem, from Liereyy, gathering a long distance milling a deer over there.
He always do that. I mean, if you check it out, when I was casting Hidden Cap and I saw these kind of things, Liereyy always do that, going with 3-4 villages. And I wanted to ask to my viewers if the sound is good now with Grathran, because you know, I was a little bit more quiet because I was selecting that the sound was fine. Hopefully for you it's fine. And you were a little bit too low, but I think I have increased you, and now all great. I was telling that yeah, he's always doing that with those villages, but you can see how the Viper still have, well, 1 village behind, and Scout and Skirmish is all together, going to counter-attack, but he's still not walled. They are not walling. Did any rules about walling or something? No, right? They want to play aggressive.
No.
Oh,
yeah, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. That's, you can even tell by the map pool we selected. We've got Atacama and Acropolis both in the map pool, trying to encourage aggressive, open play, exciting play. That's what we want to see. Push the players' skills to their limits. The quick walls from Liereyy here at the front, trying to wall out these scouts and skirms, aren't going to work. And I like the composition here from Viper much more than Liereyy early on.
Well, but he has to be careful because both players got no, but Liereyy got Viper got fletching. That's important. That's really important. Well, Liereyy doesn't have the fletching yet, and that's definitely not good. If I was Liereyy is also a player that never make a tower, and I will make a tower in that goal because, oh my god, look at the tower. Menstradamus is still on point. I'm sorry, Mr. Grathran, but the tower is there,
that
man.
Is, I don't know if that should... Will that tower go up? There's 5 skirms there. Skirms don't have a lot of damage output, and there's 3 villagers that are going to be able to pound that up. And it doesn't look like Leary's too concerned because he's not, like, sending a bunch of villagers to make sure it goes up. He's just kind of tanking shots with the 1 weak villager, and he's going to walk her back. And this tower is going to go up in a second and be really nice. Yeah, this is a really good getting this tower down on this forward gold. We also see in the back of Leary's base, he's got some long kind of palisades going up around that stone, so he's got a little funnel set up, and he's going to be closed up on the north side of the base as well.
Yeah, well, he need to wall absolutely everything, because with the mobility, you need to have wall, because the Viper with the Scout can do some damage. But the good thing with the Vikings is the economy. You can see how the score looks like Viper is dominated, but then you check the resources, and you see that he's sit down already in 500 foot. But the problem now is that this is ideal situation for the Hands. The mobility they have, you want to make some damage, and now what damage you can do with the Vikings against the Hands in this situation? You can't. You really can't do any damage right now. So I think this is a really important and big advantage for the Viper.
Absolutely. Just the map control. You have so much more options when you have map control like this. Like leading into Feudal Age, as it looks like the Viper. I also like the scouts to the skirms build in terms of setting up your economy for early Castle Age. I just feel like going into the middle section of Castle Age, you have such a strong push coming out of scouts to skirms compared to the archers build that Leary's using here. But he is the Vikings, of course. They get free handcart, they get free wheelbarrow, and right now Liereyy actually has a 3 villager lead as well. I think I saw wheelbarrow come in for Viper though.
Yeah, he did the wheelbarrow, and that's why he's leading. And he's on the way to Castle. Is that really good? But he will need something else. I wouldn't be surprised if Liereyy now make a stable, because I don't know if he's gonna be a node. Well, he got good amount of arches now. No stable needed. No stable needed. Oh, he's doing, man. He's doing the stable. So, I mean, I'm telling about the stable because he got so much units and so many skirmishes, so all the arches is not the right choice in my opinion.
Well, he's adding the stable, presumably to add a knights in order to take out the skirmishers of the Viper, and I feel like that's kind of an overinvestment because it's going to be you're not going to be going in. I prefer to just get up to Castle Age and get Mangonels to deal with the skirmishers instead. I feel like the knights is a bit of, maybe he wants them to snipe Mangonels as well. I don't know.
But the good thing with the knights is that you have the mobility. With the Siege War sub, you will still a little bit stuck at home, you know? With the knights, you can deal with the skirmishes, and imagine that Viper is coming with Siege as well. I think it's fine. Seems you have a great economy, and if you check, he has a good amount of farms. It's okay. He's not gonna make many knights, you know? And, well, you can move on and try to make some damage. Now doing the horse collar, still walling a little bit more. But man, who is this Viper, Rathran? Going full aggressive. I mean, what I mean is, Viper has been
4 archery ranges. 4 archery ranges, Mem. Look at this. That's crazy.
Cub archers, man. The all hands style back in DE, man. I like it. Ooh. I like it.
Yeah.
But still,
I mean, that is a lot of production to try and maintain this early in Castle Age. And Viper only has 8 on gold too, so he's going to be banking on that that banked up gold in order to maintain the production until he can. Like this is 1 TC play for sure from the Viper, right?
Probably. I'm more worried about the woodline, because if you check, I mean, he has so many farms. You know, when you have that many farms, you usually go more for the nice production. While he has 17 farmers, 11 on wood, that obviously is going to struggle a little bit to produce cav archers. And he's not doing, he's doing skirmishers. Skirmishes, yeah, and now the knights are coming, so Liereyy is going to be in a good position right now.
Yeah, I'm not sure if, I think what the Viper is going to need to do is going to be to add, monasteries ASAP as soon as he sees one of those first Viking knights, but I feel like that's so unintuitive against the Viking to add monasteries this early. You expect to see archers and not knights coming out, and yet the Viper has kind of maneuvered this. I don't know, I feel like, and yet, okay, now we see the cav archers coming out, man.
Yeah, but look at those archers. Well, I don't know what Liereyy is doing. Liereyy, you need to go back. He's gonna lose a lot of archers. Oh my goodness. Well, the scouts are coming, and now he lost half of those archers. So Liereyy is gonna be kinda naked, if you ask me, because he's gonna have almost no army at all. Even more, when now he's gonna produce more and more cav archers, he's gonna be deadly for him.
And don't forget that Lierey's base, both of his golds are exposed at the front. So if the Viper comes forward with any kind of ranged unit, even these skirmishers and these limited number of cav archers, he can do a lot of damage and force Liereyy off of this gold right now. There is that tower on the right hand side. That's really gonna help Liereyy out here in the middle parts of Castle Age.
Yeah, well, Liereyy is still not mining stone also, because he needs the stone to make a second TC. He doesn't have yet. Well, he has 95. And let's see if he can deal. Remember that the knights from Vikings, guys, don't have bloodlines. They don't have husbandry. I mean, they are some of the most trash units. And that's why you don't pick the Vikings ever, because you love the cavalry, man. Come on. Tell the truth.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely I'm a Knights guy, and it's just I almost kind of feel like going as the Vikings, and just because of the wheelbarrow and the handcart, I might be able to squeeze out a decent Knights build out of them. But that's not what Lierey's doing. Liereyy is, although the number of Knights that Lierey's making, maybe he is, as he's not making any archers. He's full production on Knights at the moment. Bosaw coming in as well.
Yeah, but he will need... Yeah, but he's doing siege also. He needs some siege. But those knights, I mean, when he's spamming this amount of cav archers, Liereyy won't be able to do anything. But Liereyy is still ahead in villiers, which is incredible. He lost some villier at home. It's true that now the hand card is really doing the impact on the Vikings' economy, but he will need something else. With only the stable and the knights, it won't be enough, because... Really, the Viper is gonna have crazy amount of cav archers now doing the bloodlines. It's gonna be a problem. That TC is in danger. That TC is in real danger. Oh my god, he's gonna catch up. Look at the Viper.
There's no way that's going up. There's not enough army. Even if all of Lierey's army was in position, it wouldn't be able to prevent these cav archers from denying this TC. Although right now the Viper isn't microing against the villagers. He needs to be going, there we go, attacking the villagers. Otherwise that and Lierey's gonna call it there. GG. And I guess that those cav archers on the town center was just the line for Liereyy there, man.
Is the mobility. Is the mobility, and we have to say that I expected him to keep going, but he feel like, because you see the numbers and you see 47 villages for both, but to be honest, that was going to drop dramatically now. He got the skirmishes in that hill. Those skirmishes were dealing with the crops, and those cav archers were going to kill all the villages on the TC.
Absolutely.
And at this level, Rathran, is a snowball game.
Yeah, that town center being denied is just so huge. Just not only this, like you said, not only the slunk resources, all those villagers are exposed. There's only like 5 archers there from Liereyy. It was not only that. Look at the wood line to the south. Even the gold around that tower, all of it was going to be exposed just because that town center didn't go up in time. So that's a GG, not an early GG at all. That was a good game, man.
Yeah, and what I really like it is that Viper was looking. No offense to him, obviously, was looking Liereyy. And I mean, because most of the time people say, no, Liereyy is super aggressive. He's going all the time aggro. Viper was going aggressive from the start. And
yes, absolutely.
Lovely, man. Look at the kills then and losses, 32, 19. And, well, he dominated from the start. Honestly, I said in the start. Now it's easier to say because, of course, Viper won. I prefer the Hans now. I mean, Hans has recovered the power, Grath.
Yes. Yeah, no, I've been playing the Huns way more ever since one of the most recent patches. Mem, do you know what time it is, though? We got to figure out what map these guys are going to next. So okay. I'm going to have to spin my giant wheel and that's going to tell us where these guys are going. Let me just make sure I'm cross-reference this with the in the. You want me? Can I introduce the civs? I want to introduce.
Absolutely,
right?
man. Let's go.
All right, here we go. In the southwest, the Viper in red is going to be playing as the Cumans, and in the northeast, Liereyy is going to be in yellow, playing as the Chinese, and we are on here Fortress, and it is Regicide, I believe. Did they play? Did they put Regicide, or is it just Fortress?
I think it's not Regicide.
They may not have set it to Regicide. It's supposed to be Regicide.
Honestly, in my opinion, doesn't make a real big difference.
Probably not. No.
And honestly, the Regicide can only bring that the game accidentally is get over when you don't want. You know.
Well, it is Regicide. I'm sorry, they were just both players were so quick, Mem, getting their kings out and using them as scouting. I think.
Really?
Yeah, yes they are, yeah.
Yeah, I see the king, I see the king. I see the king now, yeah.
I'm gonna quickly control group both the kings here.
Honestly,
man, that scares the heck out of me. I mean, you run the wrong way with your king and you bump into a scout and the game's over, right?
Yeah, and you don't want that the game finish. But this matchup it's kind of tricky. It depends how the game goes, because what do you prefer here, Cumans or Chinese?
I prefer the Cuman. I think the Cuman boom will pay off on Fortress over the Chinese eco. I think. I feel like just longer term, having that extra town center earlier, it's so hard to counter, even with having an extra villager. And what's the other bonus that the Chinese get? The extra food on the Chinese.
I don't think Wrath is just. Oh, look at the king. Viper is chasing that, but this is too fast. I don't really think that the most important is. Well, the boom is very solid, but I can tell you that China, if he's just going 3 TCs right away, it's gonna catch up. The problem is that in late game, the Hussars impact and also the keep chat can be very, very dangerous, because if they can go for a long game, how do you counter the Hussars? I mean, you need to have a lot of Chukunus. Chukunus are great, they get the +3 extra, but we are again with the no mobility. And the no mobility in this kind of games, because with what you rate with Chinese, with light caps, they are crap.
Yeah. No, and they also, I mean, Chinese are gold dependent sort of civilization, right? So once the gold runs out for the Chinese, they really start to struggle. And like you said, Kipchak versus Chukonu, the Kipchaks are going to win because they have extra HP and extra damage, I think, right? Compared to Chukonu?
Well, honestly, I don't know. In that, Chukunus are great, you know, but the problem, I insist, is the mobility. Like, how many castles you need with the Chukunus and also to push? Well, with the Hussars and the Kipchak combined, they are so fast. Yeah. They are really, really so fast. So, I don't know. I really think that China should win earlier game. If they can go for a really long game, it's gonna be tough for Liereyy, in my opinion.
I gotta ask a question, because I have no idea here. How are the Chinese cav archers? Because I feel like in this case you might actually be thinking about cav archers if you're Liereyy if you're looking at
China.
Castle Age.
I'm not sure if they have Parthian tactics, because I have never seen the cav archer from China, and if we don't see them, it's because probably they don't have Parthian tactics. If you don't have Parthian tactics, they don't get the +4. So that makes the armor is not gonna be the greatest, because you usually want to have +6 in total. The blast for China is full, you know. So they don't have Parthian tactics. They are confirming in my chat as well, and that's the reason.
They just don't have mobility late game then, and that's on a map like this where you're going to be trying to branch out and attack. Likely multiple places that your opponent's branched out from their main base. That's gonna. Plus, Regicide just seems like kind of a large spawn generally. I'm not sure that it's actually any larger than any of the other maps, but it just feels big and open with all the wood lines kind of scattered.
Yeah, I mean they can go Cavaliers and Camels fully upgraded, you know, but well, then Viper can go halves. Simple. So I don't know. It's complicated matchup. Obviously, the timing is so important, but what happened? That at this level, the timing shouldn't be a big difference for the players. I mean, how they are going to make mistakes if they go, for example, for a full boom? We can analyze, for example, right now, the village distribution. 4 villages on goal for Liereyy. And one lumbercamp with how many evolution wood? 6. And then if you go check around red, you can see that he has already the Viper 4 evolution gold, but 2 TCs. Obviously he's ahead in villas, but he's gonna be in Castle Age very fast. Look at the time in Castle Age, and he will go for 2 extra TCs probably, so he will catch up, I believe, fairly soon.
So then it seems to me that the Viper should have the advantage in like mid to late Castle Age as the Cumin boom pays off, and then as we get into Imp, it should swing back in favor of Liereyy, at least in terms of like economic production, and that's assuming there's no like attacking or any like damage done to either player's eco, just like if they sat passive the whole time. So taking that into consideration, I feel like the onus is going to be on Liereyy in Castle Age to try and do some damage because he knows that the Cumin player is going to be ahead of him in eco for at least a little bit. The alternative again is, as you said, just try and wait that out. So it could be a waiting game we see from Liereyy, but I don't feel like that's what we're gonna. I think that's not like Lierey's style.
But Wrath,
can try and like, yeah,
you can't make damage to the Cumans. It's the opposite. Like the Cumans can't make damage to you, you know, because imagine we forgot to take in consideration that what about if the Cumans, if Viper go for a fast imp? It's possible to go for a fast imp with 2 TCs. He can, instead of going super fast Castle Age, try to get more economy, maybe even mine a stone. Look at how the TC is located. He has 1 TC on the stone. He don't even need another mining camp. And what about a fast imp for him? Or a cap ram's attack? Cap ram with full knights. It could be, and that can be deadly.
So if you're not aware, guys, Cumans get those capped rams in. They can actually drop that Siege Workshop in Feudal Age and get the rams out and prep for a super early Castle Age push. I don't know, like you could do that too, right? But I don't think that, like, what do you think the Viper's plan coming into this was? Like, if like just what he felt like he was gonna, like, obviously the 2 TC boom was in his head because that's just so strong on a closed-in map like this. But beyond that, is it gonna? I'm interested to see if it's gonna be 2 TC boom into eco or 2 TC boom into some kind of push. Right now, it's looking like it's going to be eco though because he's picking up. He only has 1 stable, and I don't.
Yeah, but
I don't
not
feel
sure.
Like he's not going to be adding a
not
second
sure
farm.
because
He's adding more farms.
Not sure because he's mining a lot of a stone, so I wouldn't be surprised to see a second castle forward, you know, and from there try to make the transition to imp. Like he has the stable just to explore with the scout, to get more, and also probably to deny a potential relic. Potential monks trying to pick up the relics. And
yes,
I'm not sure, man. I feel that could be just a 2 TC. He's doing that. The Viper just did the stone mine and upgrade, you know? So he's just gonna go for probably a second castle forward and try to push from there. And honestly, if you check his point of view, fog of war, he can see 1 gold and a stone, but if you put a fog of war, he didn't see yet that gold. Imagine if the Viper explored that and drop a castle there. He's taking all Lierey's resources.
Yes, yeah, the resource pile at the front of Lierey's base where he just dropped that. He just deleted all of his walls, man. Did you see that in front of that TC?
Well, he's telling Viper, come to me, baby. Come to me, and you will see. If he's coming, you will see what can happen.
Why do that without being ready to drop a castle, or like he doesn't even have army? It's like you said, he's like, come on, Viper, I'm right here. There's a big open hole for you to come in and do a dance in. Like, what are you doing, Liereyy?
And look what's happening. He's taking with the scout, like I told you, going for the monks. He's taking the monks, picking up the monks, gonna kill it. Viper is playing this excellent. He's just missing explore that area. If he explore that, but Viper is going for the second castle and gonna go for a second castle forward. Viper has an amazing position to dominate here, in my opinion.
Yep, and everything, all else being equal, other than the monks going down, it's yeah, this is Kipchaks. Wow, the Kipchak's already out from Viper. That's just, I can't believe that Liereyy would delete the walls on that. He's just begging for a castle to get dropped in his face and for something come forward and start pressuring him in through that opening. I don't know.
To be honest,
crazy to me.
To be honest, doesn't make a real big difference, you know, because since he delayed that one, he's like, if he's bringing the Kipchak there, he will lose them, because he's gonna drive into the TC and the arrows will take absolutely everything. The problem will be if he's gonna make knight. But look at the Viper. The Viper was doing a great stuff till now. He never explored, and he's doing a castle on the right side. I hate those castles because, I mean, yeah, they're trying to go for the hills, but man, explore the map. And if he explore and go to the left, he was going to destroy Liereyy. And look at the castle he's doing now. Titanic castle, in my opinion.
I mean, like, it's not like the Viper doesn't have the knowledge that res pile is there for Liereyy. So I think I really think he just wants a hill to push from, and he was looking for any hill. But again, why not come forwards and drop that on Leary's forward TC? Like, just begging for
because
he
didn't see the goal. Now he's gonna discover. Look, when he discover now, he's gonna think like, oh my god, that castle forward there will be lovely, right? Lovely, yeah. I mean, it's fine, Rathran, because, like I was telling you, and it's happening, he's on the way to Imperial with only 4 villages behind, and now he has 2 castles, and he's gonna try to go with traps and the keep chest. And how do you stop that now? Well, Liereyy is getting the resources to go up, but I don't know, the timing in these kind of maps is just insane. Really important.
Yeah, and the early imp timing here, it's going to be really... I mean, Viper's just going to be able to get Trebs out. He's going to be able to get... humans, of course, don't have Bracer, but he will be able to get, like, Elite Kipchak, and he's picking up... What is he going to... Bloodlines? Yeah, he's going to be going into Kipchaks and Trebuchets and pushing. It doesn't even matter what angle he pushes from at that point, because, like you said, there's not going to be a lot that Lierey's going to be able to do. Military count's a little worrying for me, regardless. Wait, now, do Chinese get block printing on their monks? Because Liereyy did just click up to imp.
Yeah. They get block printing. They use God Removed Redemption. They have the monks with the plus 12 so when he reach imp.
He could try and go for like a monk defense on the Kipchaks then, right?
But for me, the problem is that the early pressure with the traps. And I'm telling you something. We can feel lucky that he did that castle on the right side. Because if he was doing the castle like we were suggesting, it would be game already. Because how you will stop that? He will take all the gold and stone, he will take all the farmers. And yeah, I mean, I like the castle now a little bit more for Viper, because it's true that he's taking the stone that's supposed to belong to Liereyy. And now I believe that he'll do traps also. 13 villages ahead is still for Liereyy, but the momentum here is just so important. But now with that castle, yeah, Liereyy probably should be fine. We will see.
That's a great castle from Liereyy. The only issue that I have with it is that it's still like there's a hill just outside of Viper's base, just a little bit to the southwest. And I don't mean the small hill, I mean the bigger hill just further to the southwest.
Oh, but look at that micro! Oh, look at that micro! Ooh. Killing all the monks, and now taking absolutely everything. Aye. Well, block printing doesn't matter anymore because the monks are bye-bye.
Yeah, dead monks aren't going to be converting a whole lot there, man. That castle going up, though, is going to solidify Lierey's hold on the front. That's going to force Viper to get Trebs out and come across here, and that's actually what he's going to do. I have a feeling Viper's plan was to maybe push to the northeast from where his castle went down and not come across the way he's going to, because that's such a long travel time to get the Trebs in position to push that castle. He has to have been thinking maybe drop Siege Workshops and try and push in from that eastern direction, but instead now he's so focused now. Like you said, as soon as he realized that gold was there.
Yeah, but now with that hill, he's doing the loom now. Disrespect that he's going to send those Chukunus back, but you can see now the traps coming. 1, 2, Trebuchet castle in top of that hill. How you kill that castle now in that hill? The timing, the momentum. It's here gonna be really important, but Liereyy will have the +3, and the +3 with the Chukunus. Oh boy, and the boom for Liereyy now seems to be much stronger. It's true that he's getting ready on the right side, as you can see there, but Liereyy has right now 16 villages more. But the problem is that the Trebuchet are going to be hitting those castles.
Yep, Viper has had so much longer here in Imperial Age. He already has such a Trebuchet lead, a tech lead, and although the Chinese do get cheaper technologies from the university, if I'm recalling correctly, it doesn't account for the time it takes to research those, and Viper is using that pretty effectively right now. If he can get this castle at the front of Lierey's base, this will be over. And it's just like you said, if that castle had just been in a better position for Viper to begin with, we wouldn't be having this Treb war right now, man.
Yeah, well, I think he's gonna still be fine because he did another castle on the hill, and he has good amount of Chukunus, but he's having a great time in here. He's 4 Trebuchet, man. 4 Trebuchet, he has now 2. Well, he's holding. We see the numbers, and Liereyy has the same army. The same amount of army, you know? How is those keeps upgraded? It's still +2, but that's the problem with the Kumans. Their transition to him is kind of awkward, because he's getting Trebs, but that's it, Rathran. Like, he's not getting any other upgrade from him. Nothing else. just the traps.
Yeah.
While the
Just the
Chinese is much
trebuchets.
better in that regard.
I mean, the big thing now is that the Chukanus actually outrange the Kipchaks. So even though the Kipchaks can take a bit more shots, they have a bit more HP. They're just gonna now they should get eaten by the Chukanu at this point in the game. And Viper, I feel like now Viper might be on his back heel a little bit, Mem, as he's gonna struggle to hold this position with these 4 Trebs that might get eaten by the Chuks right here.
He's doing, man, and they are great. They are great against the siege. Look at this. He's trying to kill the trebuchet, and now I'm gonna tell you something. I really want to see Liereyy going for transition to siege. He has the resources. Look at the food. I don't know if he's gonna make now the Elite Chukunus. He should do it. He has a great economy, but Elite Chukunus is great. There you go. Elite Chukunus on the way, but the Rams combined with trebuchet and Elite Chukunus gonna be a tough game, more than I expected for the Viper, because Viper has still not much army anymore. And well, the problem is you need to push, because if the game go longer, Viper will expand more, will get more economy, and then the hazard will appear in the game.
I think one thing that's kind of hurting the Cumans here is, like, I feel like normally at this stage of the game you would try and get Siege Ram out if you're the Cumans, but you can't, because Chukanu actually eat Siege Ram. They'll just devour it in a moment. Actually, and I feel like that's kind of being denied from both players, because the Kipchaks sort of do the same thing. So we've got a really interesting just Treb war with unique units here from both players. It's almost like a bit of a fantasy fight here with Kipchaks versus Chukanus and a full-on Treb war. It's kind of crazy.
But those Chukunus, amigo, those Chukunus dominate, because those are fully upgraded now, doing the rocketry. He's still without Ballistic. Ah, come on, Liereyy. I mean, Ballistic need to be there. I mean, he's good with the micro, but Ballistic, amigo, need to happen even more against the mobility. Look at how he is unable to pick up any Kipchat because of those mobility. But now, Viper can't deal with those Chukunus. The Trebuchet war is insane, but I insist, Mr. Wrath, Rams, man. Rams from Liereyy still happening, and now look how he's taking all those Kipchat.
Yeah, the ballistics did come in for Liereyy partway through that fight, Mem. He's gonna lose two of those 4 trebuchets. He has more coming out, but Viper's doing a really good job of holding that hill. This hill all of a sudden seems super critical. There's no resources around it, but it's just such a good launching point. And now we see what's happening as the Chukanu are caught out of position. The Kipchaks are hitting the stone and gold on the front of Lierey's base here.
Because of the mobility. We were talking before, like, the units are better probably. Chukunus I prefer, yes, but in a static point, in a position that you are gonna be, like, pushing completely, you know, in a closed map. But in an open map, the Chinese here is missing that mobility, and even if being annoying, you can see how now Leo is doing another castle, but then the Viper is gonna be there, and those Kipchats are gonna take how many? 6 villages already for Liereyy, and another castle denied. That
castle is going to get shut down, and it's just going to be a matter of time until some trebuchets come across from Viper. Even just 1 or 2 trebs out of that castle. He's already got one coming out too. It's at 30%. 2 or 3 shots are going to take that castle down without any of the foundation armor. Lierey's coming out with 5 more vills, and the Chukanus are in position with 4 trebs as well from Liereyy. But I think Viper's going to try and sneak in and snipe some more villagers and delay this castle going up. Liereyy doesn't... I think this is a terrible castle from Liereyy. I understand why he's putting it up, but the fact that it's in trebbing range of another castle isn't great.
Yeah, but he wants to kill that castle. The problem is that if he's not doing the castle there, he's not going to be able to kill that one. And now he's going to take it. And that's really good. Because if you check now, the Viper will have only 2 castles to produce with the Kipchak. And that castle is down. He's taking the gold. He's going to take the gold there, safe. And he can move then to the left. But now he's losing a castle that is even more important for Liereyy. So what do you prefer? To lose that castle close to your base, or to kill that castle that it was useless? Definitely better trade for the Viper.
Yeah, the Viper definitely, being able to deny both stone and gold, you can see just how oversaturated Liereyy really needing that gold. Whereas on the right-hand side, it's just, there's just less there, and it's just less strategic of a position generally. Like, on top of the Viper owning the left side of this, it's going to open up Lierey's base. These Kipchaks, they could dive this TC and go right into Lierey's base. There's a ton of villagers at the back of Lierey's base that are completely unprotected. I think the play here from the Viper may be to dive with the Kipchaks. But I don't know if he will. That's a little scary.
It's so annoying. Just look how Liereyy is chasing shadows all the time. Like, well, he's chasing the Kipcha, but he can't even attack. Now he's trying to go. Oh, it's the first time he's going forward, but he has to be careful. Look at the two castles he's doing the same spot. Need to go to... Yeah, he need to avoid the middle. Like, he can't take that hill. So I think Liereyy is doing the right call. Like, okay, I can't take that hill. Let's just go directly to his base. And now he's getting there. And he's gonna make a castle. Look at the castle he's doing on the right side. Ravran taking the goal, and maybe now Liereyy is starting to get some map control here, but he need to kill those trebuchet, and now Viper is not doing the best micro with those traps, getting those trebuchet down, and I don't know. 4 rallies, by the way, for the Viper by too.
Man, the key here for the Liereyy is this is all he's doing this all so quickly. Those 5 trebuchets took that castle down so quick on the right. He moves them up immediately. He's just getting his units. He's making up for the lack of mobility by trying to have a bit of forethought about where his units are going to have to be, and he's just all of a sudden doing such a better job of it than he was a minute ago. Down goes the monastery from the Viper, who's going to lose access to those 3 relics at least for a little bit. That's going to slow his gold income a little bit. He still has 19 on gold. Where's Viper taking gold right now? On the left-hand side of his base. Wow, that actually looks a little exposed over there, and a little bit of it's too bad again, that lack of mobility from Liereyy. There's no way he would be able to get units over there to take the Viper off of the gold on the left hand side of his base. But the problem is pushing on the right hand. Look at this push from the right hand side. There's 2 trebs that are exposed to these Kipchaks that might go down, and there's 3 that are coming forward to try and take down the castle on the right.
Look at those 2 trebs also on the left with the treb, which is the mobility, man. I think both are doing the right call. Liereyy is trying all the time to attack, but he really can't. Seriously, he has good food. I don't know, some light caps now will be good to raid, you know, to distract a little bit the opponent. He's not doing for now. With those 3 trebuchets, the castle is going to go down. He can go in, and now he can kill a lot of economy. Those Chukunus are really hard to deal with, and if we just check the numbers, Liereyy has 134 villies and 58 army. That's a lot more army, but those Kipchaks are so dangerous, and they are taking all the reinforcement. Oh boy.
The problem is, we were just talking about. I was just talking about how quick this push from Liereyy was. Well, it's slowed down. It feels like he's been in this section of Viper's, the corner of Viper's base, just forever, and isn't achieving anything with this push, other than losing now 4 of the 5 trebuchets that he came forward with. So Lierey's push is going to stall out here. I just saw Chain Barding coming in for Liereyy.
Yeah, he did the +4, so I think that he's gonna start to make the stables. He needs light cast. I mean, he needs just mobility even more now that the honors appear. You need to definitely take it. No. Look at the honor shot. The honor shot. Well, good honor shot, but it could be there. It could be terrible for him. It could be terrible. Wasn't that terrible, Mr. Wrath?
No, it could have been a lot worse. He only, like, considering that there's a bunch of injured, he still has a massive 40 Chukunus. Like, that's not going anywhere. The thing is, though, the Viper has 32 Kipchaks, and I think 32 Kipchaks beats 40 Chuks if they get in range because of the extra HP. I could be wrong. There's with rocketry and everything, 8+6 attack versus 5+3, but I think the Kipchaks fire pass. I don't know, man. Look at this, the Liereyy trying to save some of these light cav that are just feeding into this Kipchak mass, pardon me, and the Chuks are coming back to defend. That lack of mobility, man, over and over and over again. Liereyy really struggling to deal with not having any kind of mobility, and the light cav are they're just getting eaten. They're just
yeah, but look at on the right side. Look at on the right side. Lovely, another Onega shot. Let's see if Liereyy gonna take it. Oh, he's dancing with the Chukunus. Love it, and that castle is going to go down. It's now 5 trebuchets. You need to kill the castles. If he's taking those castles, he has free way to kill farmers and good amount of economy. Honestly, this is an amazing game to watch.
This is what you could hope. Look at the KD. And the Vipers actually got twice the KD, but I don't feel like Lierey's out of it despite all of that. I feel like that was a result of Liereyy just forcing so much solid play to the Viper. Look at the snipes on the trebs from Liereyy on the right side again, man. And the auditors are creeping in on what's left of those Chukunus, but the trebs are going to get that castle.
The owners as well, they're both microing like crazy, trying to micro as much as possible. Honestly, I love how both are playing, but seriously, without the mobility, I think Liereyy, and now you're gonna tell me you are a fanboy, man. I do! I am a fanboy, I know! I am a fanboy
more
from the
Onager
kid.
shots!
But look at the Onager shot now, look at the Viper coming with the 4 Onagers and all the kills, and he's gonna take absolutely everything. La 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 la. No, they're microing with those, and you can see this is an amazing game, Mr. Rat.
Look at the left. Okay, I don't want to take attention away from it. You don't have to look away from the fight, but on the far left side, if you look at the mini-map, there's a bunch of yellow dots that Lierey's put down.
All the stables.
Those are a whole bunch of stables that he's intending to raid with from the left-hand side. The thing is, I don't know how much damage they're going to do because I don't know that there's that much exposed eco on the left here. There's a town center, and also Viper already has a bunch of stables to respawn, and Hussar are out from the Viper now as well.
Yeah, but Viper is having a problem here. 36 farmers is not enough. 36 farmers is not enough. He does have a great economy. 3 villages on gold, 35 farmers. If now Liereyy keep pushing, even if the score is lower for him, and then he's sending with those stables on the left, Lightcast in those farmers, this is what he needs. It will dominate. Look at Liereyy at home. He just walled in the last second because he was going to be inside. He's trying to raid, but he can't. He can't raid because Liereyy is paying attention. He is focusing all the spot. Lovely. Now let's see if he's taking those keep shots. But Liereyy need to raid farm economy for the Viper. Otherwise, it's almost impossible to beat him. Really.
How is there not an overchop on this section of wall that the Viper was just outside with his... I cannot believe that the Liereyy is able to look at that and figure out where everything is. Look at the push to the middle now, though, man. We have 7 trebuchets pushing it on these dual castles in the center. That's 7 trebuchets in a tiny little pile. 7! That's 1,400 gold in like 5 tiles.
Yeah, but the Onager, look at, he's dancing with the Chukunus. Let's see, look at the micro. He's micro like you and me, but together. You know what I mean? Right? But together. But together, man. Together and with an extra hand that probably we need. The micro was insane. The castle is going to go down. Now look at those. Even with the Kipchat, with the hill, the trebuchet are going to take over right now. And if he's losing that castle, it's gonna be only one castle. And Lierey's score is taking the lead. And the light guys are coming also from the left.
Yes, the light calves are going to come in and raid. There's a bunch of, I mean, now there wasn't before. Now look at how many exposed farms there are on the left from Viper, and this could shut down the Hussar production from Viper in a minute, who only just now got up to 59 farms. Looking at over at Liereyy, though, Liereyy has 58 farms. Lierey's on light cav, and he has almost as many farms. Look at all the gold that he still is floating to, and looks like we're gonna have a pause here from Liereyy. Honestly, I don't blame him. This game is insane. Holy moly.
You don't mind the pause, even for you and for me, right? take a beer, man. Well, the position, the game is amazing. I'm not a real fan for those slow games, but when it's not mirror and you see these kind of matchups in late game and this kind of controlling all the time like they're doing, is beautiful to watch. But honestly, and the game keep going, Liereyy has 79 army right now, 60 farmers, 8 villages on goal. He's almost not losing Chukunus, and he's trying to keep alive those, but seriously, Viper has right now 0 villages on wood.
I like the Viper's composition better. I really do. I feel like once he gets to a critical mass of Hussar, it's gonna be really bad for Liereyy because he's just gonna be able to spam those Hussar Liereyy. The raids on the left from Liereyy are doing some damage, but not enough, as Viper has his own Hussars to defend already.
Oh, he's microing again against the Onagers. I mean, Lierey's microing constantly against the Onagers, but the Onagers won't be there forever. 0 villages on wood for the Viper, seriously. 0 now, he put more, and those is crazy. How, man, we were reading the game in the start. Those Hussars are so deadly, but man, look at the Viper Hussars.
You know what we might become an issue here, Mem? No, you know what I have is look at the wood access for the Viper. He's only got like one solid wood pile left that he can take. And the rest is kind of being controlled by Liereyy. Liereyy with the late game map control here.
It's game, man. I mean, oh, be careful with those Onagers. He need to keep the push. He's doing a crazy rating. It's 200 population for Liereyy, 160 for the Viper. It's an amazing game to watch. The light guys are going in. Now he's gonna add even halves because he feel like the Hussars are gonna make the damage. Do you see those 7 trebuchet for how long he got alive? He didn't lose a single trebuchet in the last 10 minutes. Amazing.
Yeah, they took that I think they've taken 2 castles out of that group of trebs.
Yeah. And now he's trying to go, but He has to be careful. Look, look, look. He's going with the Chukunos, with the traps. He's going to the middle, but there's 3 Onagas. Imagine those 3 Onagas. And let's remind to the viewers, they don't have Siege Engineer. That's a problem. But Liereyy noticed, and he's sending the light cast. If he's taking that castle, he's taking the game.
The Viper also is raiding, actually. I think did he get in? No, that's still not over.
It's wall. It's still wall. Oh my!
I can't believe that. Like, look, I can't believe these overchops are like they're like half dead trees, quarter dead, like 20 wood left on some of these. Like, when does the Viper send like a group of villagers forward and just chop that with a group of vills just to get into the stupid base? Like, there's a tree there, Mem, that has 59 wood on it. That's like 6 trips with a vill. Send 6 vills and just go and nail that tree and get into the base already with all these hussar.
Yeah. Well, let's see what is gonna happen, because really, the game is in that hill in the middle. But man, the Viper has now, what the hell, 78 army! Yeah, Liereyy got 93, but like you say, this is how many hussars, 53 hussars, that's so many hussars! Oh my goodness. Liereyy,
and he can keep these going. He's on 40 farms, man. He can crank these all day. Like, this is the way to go. Look at the dance from Liereyy with the light cav trying to tank some of those. Oh, this is over. The Hussar are just going to eat the Trebs. They're going to eat the... This is over.
Oh,
this is it. Goodness. Viper's going to win this in one big fight, man. All these Hussar are going to come in. They're going to kill 1,400 gold in trebuchets and 1,000 gold of Chukanu in one solid push.
The halves. You need the halves. I mean, some halves there to counter a little. It's true that the Kipchat take the halves, but man, we were talking the crazy composition with the Kipchat and the Hussars is insane, but still Liereyy is still with the same army. Man, the halves are now coming. It's insane. It's really insane. Finally, with Hussars inside, Liereyy on the left walling. Man, but Lierey's raiding also in the left with the light cap. Liereyy still 200 population.
That is a lot of light cap. But guess in the north, Viper actually got in and killed a bunch of Lierey's villagers on that wood line, man. Look, Lierey's down or was down under 100 villagers there for a moment. Siege Ram coming in from Liereyy now, and that could be in a really important late game ad, as that's going to add a lot of teeth. And look at the map. I think the map is telling the story more than anything, as the Viper is just completely cut off from so much wood. He's got that TC down in the south. I don't know if either player realizes how critical that southern TC for the Viper is. That's all of his wood is in one TC, and if that's pushed and taken out, the Viper is going to be out of this game really shortly.
Big map control for Liereyy, which is incredible with this civilization. He's trying to come there, but don't leave those rams alone. The lights are still coming. Now those rams, I think he's trying to distract, but again, so many. He needs to send the half. The halberdiers are plus 40. Yes, they are. The Kipchats and the Hussars are gonna try to take over those Chukunus. Look at that one. But he's gonna make him houses, taking a lot of farms. Viper is at the limit. Viper is really at the limit, and this is gonna be a game for Liereyy. It's incredible. It was looking that he could take over, but look at on the left, also raiding. It's just brutal game by the kid, Mr. Ran. Really?
Yeah, absolutely. The combination of the halves, he just constantly is just poking at all the sides. There's light cav on the right that cleared up all those farms. Now there's light cav coming in the left and clearing up the farms on that side. And the Viper's struggling. He's back down to 38 farms. He only has a single onager in the queue, and this is looking bad. Lierey's done such a good job of keeping this Chukanu mass together, and with the halves that just barely came out in time, quite frankly, from stopping that full Hussar surround. And you know what? Liereyy re-walled in the north there. There was an overchop there, and Liereyy re-walled it in the middle of all this insanity.
Yeah.
This is crazy.
He can't let the Viper recover. Like, he has the momentum now. Only 92 villages. Obviously, he doesn't know. But now the problem for Liereyy is that he lost all the trebuchet. He want to push. He want to make some siege and dominate. Look at the walls on the right side. Look at the stone walls. He's gonna make a new arena base, a new race-side fortress here. Liereyy doing stone walls to defend all the woodland there in the top right. Yeah, man. And now he's getting raided a lot. Well, it's only 4 Hussars, but those 4 Hussars are gonna kill 20 farmers from the kid.
And is Liereyy even going to notice? They're not garrisoning. There's a whole lot of nothing going on at the back. You know, the king, we haven't talked about the kings in quite a while, Mem, but the king is in that tower where those Hussar are. Yeah. And that may can you imagine if the Viper squeezes out a snipe of that king inside of that tower? And I wonder if he'll even notice. And I'm sure at some point it'll kick into someone's brain that, hey, there might be a building with a king kicking around somewhere around here. In fact,
nah, they are not even thinking. They are not even thinking about that. But look at those Chukurus now on the left. He can't lose the Chukurus. What the hell? Population now almost the same. 157, 150 is crazy. It's really crazy. Look at those Hussars. Those Hussars and Kipchat coming again. Was looking for a while that Liereyy will take the game, and now it doesn't lose anymore. He got 70 farmers 2 minutes ago. Now only 50. He lost 20 farmers. If he's losing those Chukurus now, it's gonna be a game for the Viper game. But we need the equalizer. We want Sadius. I want 5 games. Best of 5. Yes, great. But I want the 1-1. Come on!
Yes,
Liereyy.
Liereyy. Liereyy is down to 87 villagers already, and I want to root for Liereyy too, man. You want the kid to do it, but with the Onager Hussar Kipchak combo and a dwindling number of Kipchaks here, and it doesn't look like Liereyy is too eager to replace them either, as he's just going. We only see a Halb, 2 Halbs, 3 Halbs, and a. Is he only, how many barracks does Liereyy have? There we go. Why does he only have like 4 Halberdiers queued up at this point?
Yes,
Lierey's production's falling off a little bit here, Mem.
Yes, a lot, but I don't know. Okay, village numbers again, 91. They have the same village, but the problem is that now with China, you probably will need a little bit more economy, because you will need to constantly push more army, because the army from the Viper is just better. It's just better than mobility. Those onagers, oh my goodness. But on the right side also, he's attacking the gate, the stone gate. I mean, I don't know, but yeah, it looks like, I don't know, like, look at the score now, like impossible now for the kid.
Yeah, there's such a mass on this left-hand side from the Viper. Although, like, what's in this? How many light cav does it take to kill 40 fully upgraded Kipchak? Probably not enough. Probably not enough that Liereyy can make right now.
Yeah, you don't. You really don't. And then there is not a possibility to go skirmishes. Skirmishes, again, is slow. They can't deal with it, and few Hussars will destroy. This is now impossible. Look at the Viper. Viper 97, there is 85 army at the maximum. Completely almost 200 population, and now the kid will have to surrender. That's crazy, man. But the mobility has become so crucial in this game right now.
Absolutely.
With the last patches, Mr.
It was honestly, it's been this, and this game in particular, Mem, it's been crucial for the entire game. Think about how much better Liereyy started doing just by adding light cav. Even though they're horribly outclassed in this matchup in every way, they helped Liereyy so much just simply because of their mobility and being able to raid. Fortified wall came in for Liereyy while we were talking, by the way. And now he's good and walled up, man.
He's trying to find the king. Lierey's trying to find the king, I think. Let's see, because he's going with the like, come on, find the king. If someone killed the king, well, super hype.
Yeah, honestly, like I should have. What I should have done is added extra bounty to Fortress Regicide. Now that I'm thinking about it, like, just for sniping the king, I would love to see that. It could happen. It could happen if siege units get in the right way. But both players have their.
Look at Liereyy. He's doing a castle just to avoid that topic that we were talking, Wrath. He's doing the castle there to defend that tower. That is the king. Also, he's gonna defend a lot. With that castle, he's gonna defend a lot the farming. So he's not giving up. Lierey's not giving up.
He's bounced. No, as a matter of fact, he was down to around where Viper's villager count is now, around 80, and he's bounced back up over 105. Meanwhile, the Vipers dropped down again to 86. I think the Halbs from Liereyy are really helping out. I think he needs more Halbs, man. I think he needs to get a big Halb mass together. He doesn't even need, maybe he doesn't even need Chukanus anymore, and just the Halbs could do it. Although against the Kipchaks, what's Viper's Kipchak mass looking like? He's only got about 20 Kipchaks left.
No, he got.
I told you,
the
issue though.
40.
Yeah, there's another 20 of them down south. I missed them. I apologize. The reason I didn't realize, Viper has 4 relics right now, so he can just continuously produce Kipchaks if he feels like it.
Dude, the game has been with the 4 relics, which is crazy, and you can see the numbers. 82 army. Liereyy has recovered. He's rebooming again, but the problem is that, look at the military. The radio kill that is gonna be just insane. Viper has right now 635 unit kills, 488 losses, and if the game keeps going longer, it will just increase more and more. It will just increase more and more. It's crazy. I mean, the problem is that these players are so fast, Wrath. And even if he's attacking and trying to push, the other player will recover all the time. And when the units are that fast, it's impossible to beat.
I got a feeling we're looking at the end here, because the Viper is about to run into Lierey's base with 40 Hussar.
Oh, But the same happens. The same happens on Viper base.
Oh,
he's trying to go.
Wow.
Oh. Ah, but he moved the king to the castle instantly. When he was going with the light caps, he sent the king. He was in that tower at the back, and he sent the king to the castle. There you go.
Thinking ahead. I wonder if the Viper can snipe it the similar. You know, Liereyy hasn't done the same thing. His king's in a castle though. It is right next to his king's in a tower. It is right next to a castle though. I think Viper's just going to be content with sending these. Yeah, he's just going to raid with these Hussar. There's so many Hussar out on the field right now. Military is 98 for the Viper to 50 from Liereyy. Literally double the army right now.
It's impossible for Liereyy now. Like, I mean, he keeps trying. I mean, I love it how he's trying. You know, he's not even and you know. I really like it because then you can only read that in the first game. Maybe you can think, oh, why he doesn't try more, because he really thought that was over. Now, at some point, it's looking like, oh, he can't anymore, but he keep trying. And now, the Viper has 73 villages. 73 villages. I mean, you need some minimum economy. And Liereyy 104 and getting more and more army. Well, he just tried to kill the Honors and the Kipchak, but that's the problem. Look at the amount of army on the left, a lot of light cap, but man, his army is trash. Seriously.
If Liereyy had Hussar, this game would be over right now.
Of course.
All he needed was, and this game would be so over. And he can't, like, the light cap just gets melted by everything that the Viper can make here in post-tempo. Like his Hussar will beat it, his Halb will beat it. I'm pretty sure that even at this point, a giant pile of skirmishers, if the Viper somehow gets to that point, would eat these light cav because they're just not. There's so little HP on them. They're just getting absolutely melted. I don't know what Liereyy can do about that. Like, what is the Chinese option against this? Like, what is their best play? It's got to be Halb and light cav and maybe skirms. Honestly, I'm starting to think. I know skirmishers are just. You look up and you see 80 Hussar, and you think skirms. But what the hell else do you do?
Viper is doing Blast Furnace now. Has been with Viper +4 the whole game. And even like that, he is still dominating. Well, what Liereyy is trying is get Viper out of the economy. Because he's with 80 villages and keep trying to push and send army, halves, light caps. He's, again, with 106 villages. Now Liereyy population, again, is close to 200. But those Kipchaks just never die. They never die. Look, no, they just don't die against the army he has right now, and well,
47
I would love
of
to
them.
see
what kills 47. What even kills 47 Kipchaks? Really, what unit is there in the game that's going to kill that massive Kipchaks, and other than like a ton of like Atlatl Scurbs, Onagers, a bunch of siege Onagers in the right spot at the right time, and even then. Oh, this light cav raid though. This light cav raid is going to do a ton of damage. Vipers. What if Viper drops down under 50 vills here from this raid? There's so many exposed villagers.
He's gonna lose a lot, and now really, but he's gonna make. Viper has 110 army, and Viper will have no villains at all. 70 villains is still killing more and more. What the hell is this game? And now coming with the light gun from the right side, Rams with the siege Rams and Hassad is gonna try to make a counter attack. I don't know what's going on. I mean, he's losing so many villains, but the most villains he's losing, the most army Viper is getting. What the heck?
Yeah, at this point, you're just making population room for the Viper, at least until those resources catch up and come back to bite. How is the Viper already back on 43 farmers after that raid? Instantly back, and with 70. What is he took everything off of wood and put it on farms right now.
Yeah, because his villages are all in farms right now.
Yeah,
that's all in farms. But you know why? I mean, because he never lose the Kipchak. I mean, those Kipchak are alive for the whole game. He's never losing those. But now he's coming again. Oh my god. He's coming again with light caps. Again, Liereyy with a lot. 200 population gonna take so many villages again. Well, no, because the TC is there. But all the villages are idle for the Viper. He got 82 villages, but now...
This is a yin and yang push. It's a yin and yang push, Mem. We've got look at all the halbs on the left from Liereyy now, and I think that's what he needed on the left-hand side to give this push the teeth it's needed. Meanwhile, all those siege Rams, Kipchaks, and Hussars on the right. This is crazy.
How you stop that? How you stop that? Look at those halbs. They disappear. They literally disappear. He got the castle. That castle is going to go down, and then he can clean all the buildings. He's gonna clean all the buildings, but then he's focusing on the left, and on the left he's killing quite a lot of villages. But it's just impossible. I love that Liereyy is trying, but I don't know. 77 farmers, he's still trying to kill. I think he's just trying to get Viper out of economy. But
where does Viper take wood, Mem? There's no wood left for Viper to take anymore. he's actually going to get choked out in a minute here if he doesn't. If this push in the right is super important now, because the Viper needs this push to work in order to get wood back, or the game will be over. Look, he's already. Look at the farms. He's already running out of farms, Mem. This is falling apart for the Viper. Honestly,
what
he's
farms?
down under 70 villagers again.
What farms? Oh, look at the population. Oh my goodness. Oh my God, Liereyy now 95 army, but still the Kipchaks are coming. The Kipchaks are coming, run, and they will clean all or not. Ooh, he's gonna take the castle. The one castle is gonna be down. Finally, 3 tributes. This is incredible. If Liereyy is taking the game, I will do nothing, but this will be amazing.
If the Viper manages to lose the game with a mass of 50 Kipchaks, I'm gonna be stunned and absolutely in awe. Look at this mass! I honestly think that this light cav and halb mass could do it. Lierey's gonna save his trebuchets, and Viper's finally gonna lose that super pivotal castle that's been there for so long. And this might be it. I wonder if the Viper will call GG once this castle goes down, Mem. I don't know. Those Kipchaks are in such a tight spot. Maybe not.
Why you want kill? You are a hater, man. Why you want kill to call the GG? Let's the game go 1 hour more. Let's go.
Yes, let's go. Let's get to 2 hours with this.
You have 24 hours. How many hours left for your stream? How many hours?
What do we? I got 10 hours left. I got lots of time. Let's go,
man. We can 14. Go 10 hours with this so much, man. My wife's gonna be so happy, you know. But anyway, Lightcast helps. Now he take the castle, but they need to go back because look at those Kipchaks. It's gonna be just insane, man. Really insane.
The siege,
come on.
Siege rams on the right are getting cleared up from by some halbs by Liereyy. Although they did do their damage. Mem, Viper hasn't expanded outwards and added any kind of like lumber or castles or anything on that right hand side to try and get some more wood back.
Viper pop.
Vipers.
120,
oh, man.
60 village, 60 army. He's losing the game. It's incredible. The score is still ahead for him, but Liereyy is still 200 pop, and now Viper 120. Just raid, keep raiding. Only the Kipchaks can save him, the Viper, but he can't attack anymore. Now he needs to reboom. He's doing a lumbercamp. Look at the lumbercamp he's doing. You know,
I think the Viper needed to keep his Kipchaks with those siege rams in the east, Mem. He still has 2 siege rams, and they're actually going to go down. Look, in the very southeast corner of the map. The relics? Where?
He's going to take it.
He's going to lose all 4 of the relics from the light cav. Wow.
With light cavs. Just look at the smart move here. There. Well, it's only 1 relic. Oh, come on.
Oh, there's only 1 in it. Where's the other?
Where's the other 3?
Where's the other? Hold on. The other monastery is to the west. Yeah.
There you go. Okay. And now the castle. He's taking the castle with the light caps. He wants to kill the castle and then the king. Not gonna happen. Not gonna happen, obviously. But well, he's trying. This is a troll game now, guys. It's a troll game. Radran, you gave beers to the players.
I mean, if you're trying to take a castle down with light cap, there's you're gonna be chuckling at yourself a little bit there.
But I have never seen elite skirmishes research after 1 hour 60 minutes. Liereyy has researched elite skirmishers, and honestly, elite skirmishes here is the way to go. It's the only way to kill the Kipchaks slowly.
Yeah, it's the only, that's exactly what it is the Viper is not going to be able to keep that man. He needs to get that second monastery. The Viper can keep making Kipchaks for forever as long as he has wood with 4 relics in the bank, man. It'll go on forever. Infinite Kipchaks, as long as he keeps the mass up.
But he has 1 castle, so he cannot make a lot of them. He has only 1 castle, so if he make some good damage, it can be domination. It's still raiding all the time. It's crazy. 70 village, 70 military.
Light cav.
And
light cav in the southwest from Liereyy.
Yeah.
Light cav in the southwest from Liereyy. Yep.
All over. Light cavs, more light cavs. Now don't lose there. Don't lose there. Those Kipchaks never die. Those Kipchaks. Now coming with some skirmishes. Let's see, Graf, how those skirmishes are gonna work against those Kipchak. He's trying to go, but obviously we need to see some traps, and he's bringing amigo. He's bringing 4 trebuchets from his base, Mr. Kid, with 190 population. Nah, he's winning the game. He has no village.
I'm telling you what. Here's what's going through Lierey's mind for the past 10 minutes. I got to take the Viper off of farms so I can get skirms out. Because he doesn't want his opponent spamming Cussars out, so he figures exactly. He gets the Viper off of farms, he gets the skirms out, he clears up the Kipchaks, and he wins. And that's just the high-level thinking that they're doing this while they're microing, while they're trying to set their eco up. It's just absolutely insane. It's taken me 10 minutes to unravel what the heck's been happening here, and that is 100% what we've been looking at. Look at all the skirmishers in queue for Liereyy now.
Now he has a lot. Now he has a lot. With those traps, just take the TC, and if he's taking that TC, there's no Villies on wood. Oh, on the right side, it's also getting ready by the Hussars and Kipchak, but that TC is going to go down. Viper, zero Villies on wood. Literally zero Villies on wood. 50 Villies, 70 army. Come on, come on, come on. Well, I believe that both players are enjoying with this game a lot because it's insane, and this is competition, you know. This is pure competition. So much or not, rated game, big tournament, whatever. This is an amazing game to watch, guys. And Wrath, this
is what we wanted.
It's a fantastic.
This is what we wanted, man. You can't ask for more than this out of any show match, honestly. This is top level stuff, and I don't even know how. It doesn't even matter who wins at this point. This is one of the best games that I've ever been able to cast.
Doesn't matter. No, now it's Liereyy game. I mean, population is almost double. It's almost double, and with the skirmishes, microing with the skirmishes, and getting those trebuchets alive, how Viper is gonna be able to push back. Look at the micro with the Kipchak.
I can't even absorb this. I love that we're finally at a stage where there's one big fight that's happening after everything. There's some light raiding in the right, I think, maybe with some light cap here, but this main fight, and we've got this giant pile of skirmishers and 2 onagers, and a couple good onager shots could flip this back in favor of the Viper. But at the same time, what else can Liereyy really do? I think those trebs need to push up a little bit faster.
Grath, but the good thing now for Liereyy is he can now spam halves, light caps, and skirmishes forever.
The trap shot on the mango! The trap shots on the mangoes!
Well,
that was amazing!
He's doing the job, but this is what I was telling you, like, except those trebuchets, the army that Liereyy is now doing, he can spam forever, because doesn't need any goal. Look at those traps, he's gonna take it or not, going with the skirmishes, go, 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 come on, push, you need to go and send it. Now light caps on the right side, but need to kill those Kipchak, but with those skirmishes, he will. I mean, sooner or later, he definitely will, I believe. Viper, 53 Villiers. 53 Villiers, man.
I mean, I don't understand why Lierey's backing off. He needs to be pouring this on right now, and he's literally going right back into his base. Why? Why are you doing this, Liereyy? Push, attack. Go.
Yeah, but remember one thing, Wrath. Remember one thing. He doesn't see everything like we do. He doesn't know exactly how the game is going. He see that Viper is almost 2,000 score ahead, and so he's being careful. He don't want to get a big shot, because if he's getting a big shot, then he's gonna drop all those units very easily. But if he's dealing with those onagers, and now look at this army composition. Now light gives a lot of light, gives a lot of skirmishes. He's gonna be able to take it or not. He's gonna able to take it or not. Come on, take the damn Kipchak. I want to see the end of this game. Unbelievable.
I feel like we're constantly getting teased, waiting for these 2 armies to smash into each other, and they both just keep kind of like tickling each other. Like,
but look,
attack! Right, it's a war game.
Yeah, but look on the right side. Now Viper is doing another TC, trying to get any wood, but Liereyy noticed, and that TC is gonna be up. No, he's walling. Look at the quick wall by the Viper, trying to defend, but the Kipchaks are going to be there. Look at now with the light, because he can. Ooh, and Hussars. No, he need to go back. Look how they are controlling the units in the last second, and those skirmishes are not shooting now. The skirmishes are not shooting. He put in a stun ground. Damn it.
And that's how Setter's going to go up in a second. It's only like 10 or 15 hammer hits away from getting up, and that'll actually add quite a bit of teeth to this attack from the Viper on Liereyy. Lierey's masks kind of get hurt. I think this is any fight that Liereyy takes here isn't going to be as bad.
Check on the left. No, check on the left. At the same time, Liereyy is sending light caps and kill all the farmers, 50 villas again. I mean, it's not only the good thing is that Liereyy is attacking in all the spot, all the time, and now he's coming with the traps and he's taking everything. This is now 100. He got 50 villas, 49 army,
this has to be it.
Population, Liereyy 200. It has to be the game.
This has to be the game. The trebuchet's on the right, taking out the last wood TC for the Viper. The Viper has no wood anywhere. He does still have the Kipchak mask, but he doesn't have any wood. You know, he could expand on the left-hand side of Viper's base. He could go north and start to grab some of that wood, because it's currently uncontested. There's no reason he couldn't go and maybe try and sneak a team. Well, he's not going to be able to get a town center down over there. He might be able to squeeze out a lumber camp on that left-hand side. but it's going to be awfully exposed. That town center's dead on the right, and Liereyy again hanging on to this map control. The center fight, Mem. The center fight, yes.
Look at now. With those skirmishes, getting the kill. It's the population. This game is just for the people that say, Liereyy is weaker in Imperial, you know? Liereyy in Imperial, in long battles, is not that great. What do you think, Wrath? Is not that great in late games?
I don't know that I've watched. This is some of the highest skill level of gameplay that I've watched. I'm not trying to. This is insane what we've watched this game. The amount of micro, that fight just before on that right hand side when it looked like they might have had 5 or 6 control groups going at once. Honestly, I have no, just the amount of control, like 6 different groups of units, and you're microing them all effectively within a couple seconds span is just absolutely ridiculous. And it's been like that for like 20 minutes now. Like it's just constant.
We have to point out something really crucial. Liereyy has been walling to avoid those raiding. Viper has been playing open, you know?
Yes. Yeah.
If Viper was walling, I don't know if the game will be like this.
Oh,
you know,
the game is over, man. You want to know? I can look at the queue and resource pile for Liereyy here, and the game there's no way that Liereyy loses it at this point.
It shouldn't.
It's just a matter of time.
You know, he shouldn't. He's now with 107 Village 83 army. Those are a lot of Cassava light kits as well. Those skirmishes will take those kits as well. He's doing the halberdiers. Well, I mean, he has been walling, but he has been he's walled, but has been open several times too. But he's doing the army, and he was really down in Village, but now this might be the last battle of the game. Well, we have said this several times already. And now, with those light kits and skirmishes, population dropping more and more.
The Viper needs trash to replace the Kipchaks. He needs to transition to trash himself.
With what economy?
But exactly. He has no economy. He has no wood. There's no farms work. He has 22 farmers. He's got 6 Kipchaks queued up in his castle and 1 Hussar coming out. Like the game is, I think, just seconds away from being out.
Yeah, he just bought
like you said, we've called it so many times, and he's keeping these Kipchaks alive for so long, man.
Viper just bought it food because he doesn't have any food, man. He bought it food. It's crazy. And I don't know, population below 100 population. The Viper is more than double the population. Those Kipchak never, ever die. Incredible. And ratio kill dead is insane. 300 units more for the Viper. But the amount of army Liereyy is doing in this game is just epic. Really epic. The value,
the kill death ratio is insane. Like this is pure. This has been Viper, or pardon me, Liereyy just wearing the Viper away with trash slowly and surely, and it's honestly it's amazing to watch. These Kipchaks are gonna die. This has to be it. This skirm push and halb push here from Liereyy, this has to be the game, man. There's no way this continues.
Well, it has to be the game. 20 minutes ago, we said several times. You say it, I say it, but it's not working like this because they don't resign. But now, the DC, he's repairing the town center. He's gonna be bye-bye. 30 army, 77. Now, come on, 80 population. GG call, Mr. Wrath and everyone. What a game that Liereyy with China took it against the Kumans.
And we are going to be going to at least 4 games now. That is the best thing that could have come out of that game. That was absolutely ridiculous. Holy moly. But I think my favorite part of the game was that just like 5 minutes ago, that sequence on the right with both players' entire armies fighting around that last town center from the Vipers on wood on the right-hand side. I think that was my favorite part of the game because there was just so much going on in a span of like 4 or 5 seconds, man.
It's good. This kind of games is why I don't care that I was casting before or you are also with the 20 hours stream or whatever. This is the games that makes that I can't stop watching casting, and this game is amazing.
Look at really the relic gold for the Viper. Really look at the stats for the relic gold for the Viper, man. 7,700 gold. And how much of a difference did that make? How long was he kept? Like, I'd be curious to see how many Kipchaks.
There's a statistics more important. Liereyy got almost 40,000 more food than the Viper.
Yeah, that's
40,000 more food than the Viper. That's why he won the game. You know, because in military, the Viper 113, Liereyy 105. The ratio kill death, well, people can't see it there, but the economy, Liereyy got almost 40k more food, which is it's insane. And Viper got 4k more gold. That according to the relic gold he got, it means that Liereyy got a really good map control, Mr. Ryan.
Yeah, because at least 1,000 of that gold, that is exactly, that's crazy. I mean, Liereyy, if you, the amount of time I was pointing out that Liereyy had control of the map, and then just it didn't feel like he was getting anything. It took so long for that to pay off for Liereyy. So props to him for hanging on. Like, look at around the hour mark on the timeline, Mem, and look how bad that was looking for Liereyy.
And there. It's crazy. Has been crazy, but he stayed in the game, man. He was patient and he was there in the game, keep fighting with the worst units, but he won because of the macro. And guys, now Mr. Wrath, game number 3. Amazing.
Absolutely.
And this is why I prefer other maps, because since this hidden peak, I was afraid that will happen, that there is a mirror game. And it's normal because Lithuanians, Mr. Ranth, is just amazing for this map.
Yeah, they make so much sense on 4 Lakes. So we do have here. I was gonna do my big fancy Civ intro, but we got Viper versus Liereyy for game 3, guys, and Viper is going to be in the south in blue as Lithuanians, and of course you just heard Mem mention it is going to be a mirror. Both of these fine players going to be Lithuanians here, and the reason they are such a strong pick is the Lithuanians get that extra food at the beginning. It's 150 extra food, I believe, and that allows them to instantly go to wood and drop a dock much earlier than a normal civilization without hurting their early villager production. And it looks like both players are going to be doing that. I think maybe Liereyy... Well, Lierey's gone to wood. He's pushed a deer in, and he's only going 2 to wood. So maybe he's not doing that, Mem.
Well, let's see, because this map is kind of predictable. Like, you need to go for the water. That's yes or yes, you know? Because you need the pawns. But then, what they're going to do in early game? Are they going to wall? Are they going to go for barracks, stable, archery range? Since this mirror, exploration is crucial here. You need to spot your opponent as soon as possible, and after that, you have to decide. Obviously, walls are gonna be needed, but I believe that with this kind of map, I don't know if we're gonna see a lot of feudal aggression. I will love to see it, but I think Castle Age aggression is safer.
On 4 Lakes, the reason I think the reason you're saying that, and correct me if I'm wrong, is that that's around when your food production starts to run out in the lakes, at least your first lake.
Yeah.
And it can be a little bit awkward transitioning to the second lake, or just adding enough fishing ships to maintain the food production you were getting from the first lake that you had set up on. And that's the reason why. And with the Lithuanian, again, the Lithuanian bonus, the Castle Age aggression pays off, because if you're able to grab even 1 or 2 relics in a mirror match like this, it can snowball so quickly against like a Lithuanian mirror, and it comes down to who gets more relics, and you get 4 and your opponent gets 1. What do you do? Like, what is really the solution in that case? There isn't one. You spam Halb and hope for the best, and then try and go for your opponent's monastery, and that's just not a great strategy.
Yeah, and according to that, if you check the relic distribution, I feel that Liereyy got a better position. He got 1, 2 relics in front, but close to his TC, or closer than the Viper. There is one at the back where Viper is now with the scout, more or less, so he got pretty much 3 under the radar, while Viper got 1 on the right side, and the other way is really far out of position, you know, they have to explore. I don't know, let's see. I hope that they are going to play aggressive. Will be nice to see feudal aggression. I wouldn't be surprised to see feudal aggression, because with these players and Liereyy that love to go aggressive, why not? And hopefully they will do the damage.
Look at the Viper's map, Mem. Look at his main gold, his secondary gold, and secondary stone in the south of the map. That's so ridiculous. That is the ultimate map. I don't know that you could have a better map than that on 4 Lakes.
There's not a secondary anything. All that is main resources, because he's all in the same spot at the back and safe. Oh, look at the wood. He just wall on the left till the edge of the map, and he's complete. Viper map, man. Viper maps. Yeah,
and it's you can't even get close to doing anything like that, as Lierey's gonna have to be playing this super aggressive and open. And I'm wondering, do you think we're gonna see scouts or straight castle? It's gotta be scouts. I don't know if we'll see men at arms from one of the 2 players here.
No, men at arms, no, not gonna happen. Men at arms. I don't think it's gonna happen, men at arms. Where he's going? Liereyy is gonna make a lumbercamp in the north, it seems. Yes, gonna make a second lumbercamp. You can see how Viper is already walling his map full like this. And look, also he can wall with 2 houses. Look what he did, and now he's gonna sneak a dog. I mean, this is terrible, like terrible. Perfect for Viper. And in a mirror matchup, this kind of advantage is crucial, Mr. Ranth.
I love the sneak dock that Viper is dropping here, and I think it's a bit of a mistake. Earlier, I had I believe it was the slam and back set that I casted, and we had a game go on cross, and I watched one of the players like take their starting villager, and rather than do the fishing, the shore fishing, they walked all around the edge of their. They just walked the villager back and forth 3 or 4 times around the time that the opponent would be sneaking a dockville. And then once they were satisfied that there wasn't going to be sneak dock, they just sent the villager back. That might actually have been a much better use for Liereyy here, because now he's going to lose access to this lake. And if he had just sent this villager on a little stroll, maybe even built a house on the southern end of that lake to get a little bit of visibility and maybe see your opponent walk past it by accident when they're not aware of that house being there. Instead, he's going to lose access to that, almost assuredly going to lose access to that pond, as Viper's going to get that fire galley out first. Oh, yeah, a sneak! Look at Viper's pond in the south, though, as Liereyy has the same idea.
He's there, but Viper can't see it. Viper is sending a villager. I don't know if he spotted. No, he's sending the villager, and you have the fog of war, and there you go. Nothing happens, but there is something that I like from Liereyy. Liereyy has already the barrack, okay, which is not doing anything else. Liereyy is also doing a fire galley. He's being careful, and he has the dock already there, while Viper, it's gonna have the fire galley slower than Liereyy. So both are gonna be in similar position. Yeah, but he has to be careful. He's starting to lose the fishing ships. It is very difficult. This is like a chess gameplay.
Absolutely. Well, especially given that it's mirror and the slightest little slip up can very easily be snowballed, because it's not like you have some civ advantage or a bonus that your opponent doesn't. You have the exact same thing going on in this mirror match. Look at the extra dock that Viper. I don't like this dock that Viper's trying to add. I don't think...
he will not because the Liereyy is chasing. Oh, he's gonna make a what is he doing with that villager? Why he left that villager to go? Okay, I don't know what he's doing.
I mean, now you do just build it because Liereyy just walked away, so just build the dock.
Yeah.
But I would have just tried to put it down to the other. I don't know why you wouldn't just put it down next to the other dock that you already have. And Viper's going to repair that fire galley in the south. In the western pond, Lierey's actually doing a pretty good job of defending. He's managed to keep his fishing ships working for at least for now.
The scout. He's gonna lose the scout. Liereyy multitasking. He noticed. Okay, he take it. He's gonna be, yes, he's very close. He has to be careful. Need to repair. He can't lose that pond. And Liereyy is now trying to hold in the south as well. Okay. But I want to see army on land. You know, I mean, water. I get like I don't know.
No scout. I'm sad we haven't seen a single scout from either player yet. There is a spear coming forward from Liereyy, and that'll poke it. Something.
Well, but he's doing a good job. He's repairing, and now he's gonna take the pond with. This is massive for Liereyy. This is massive because killing the fish when the opponent has 2 dogs in that spot is absolutely massive. And now Liereyy is taking the fish. He's doing a demo, but that demo is gonna take a galley that was 4 HP.
Almost dead.
That's exactly not worth it, man. What the hell?
Meanwhile, in the other that western pond, it's going back to Viper's gonna clear that up, and he's gonna own both ponds, maybe. If he manages to actually start making fire galleys out of these 2 docks in the south. Although now Lierey's got a second dock up in that southern... guys, and guess what? You know what? Both players are adding additional docks. Viper added one in the east, and Lierey's adding one up in the north.
At the same time. Like, almost the same time. They are doing
nearly identical times.
They are doing the same. But now Viper has one advantage. He has a stable and doing a scout already. Well, I don't see a stable yet for Liereyy. And he doesn't have any spear at home. So we're gonna see some aggression for the Viper into the woodline. He's exploring. He has only 2 scout. The spear... There has no spear. He has to be careful. And Mr. Liereyy, I think, didn't see. Yeah, he did. No, he has. He has seen the stable. So he need to be careful. Because now the woodline is gonna be... in some troubles. All those lumberjacks.
So, man, someone in my chat writes, "These guys are so good." It's the Viper and Liereyy. What do you expected?
They are okay.
They're all right. They're decent.
They're decent. They're decent. Okay. Yeah. Well, maybe. I mean, there's many people that they really don't know these players. Like, they people that is new in the scene coming every time on Twitch. So we can understand that there's many casual players or viewers as well that they don't know. They don't know that they're heroes because they are heroes. But now Liereyy is in big problems. Like, he didn't notice. There's a lot of multitasking even for them. He's losing quite a lot of villages on the wood. He's gonna save one in the woodland, but he's losing 3-4 villages in that one because he was paying attention too much into the water wrath.
Mem, some people, just so you know, some people are trying to saying I'm a little loud on your on your end.
You are too loud?
Yeah. I
don't know. Is loud?
I don't know.
Okay.
I might have gotten louder over time. Things have been getting more exciting as we've gone. So.
I think it's just screaming exactly.
Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. I'll try and be more volume consistent. My bad.
It's better now, guys. Okay. Hopefully it's fine here, but I don't know how it is in your channel. Hopefully the sound is good.
You're beautiful, man. Of course.
Well, thank you, man. I mean, I know, but thank you for also telling. Troller, man, troller. But the sound is really important. If there's some problem, just let us know, because you know that the levels are usually different, so we can balance. But guys, I never understand how these kind of things can happen. Like, when Liereyy was looking bad there, losing values, and then just check his resources, he's up to Castle Age. Or about to click up. What the hell? How they manage the economy, man.
Liereyy could have already been up to Castle Age for quite a while, man. If you look, he's floating like 400 gold, and so he could have bought his way up like long time ago, or even just a little bit. Honestly, both players, I don't know that I would have expected to come into a game and looked at two players floating 500 gold at the 19-minute mark. It's kind of crazy that neither one's clicked up yet.
Well, he can click up now. He has 900 food, 500 gold. I don't know if he has the plasmid, because yeah, Liereyy is not going up because I think he doesn't have the buildings. No, he has the plasmid.
He has a smith and steel. Now he's clicked up. Yeah, he just didn't. I don't even know if he realized. There's so much going on, man. Between like 4 lakes that they're because now Liereyy and Viper are both in that northern lake as well. And I'm wondering when Lierey's going to send a villager over to that eastern lake. And I think he is now. Look, he's actually going to send a vill over to drop a dock in that eastern lake. So he's going to contest that with the Viper as well. So all 4 lakes being contested by both players here. At least, now that western lake is owned by the Viper at this point. And it looks like the southern lake's owned by Liereyy. What? The players have lake traded. Is that even a phrase that has been used before?
I don't know, but Viper has a big advantage now. I'm telling you why. I'm checking the farmers, or better say the village on food or the common food, because there is no farmers, it's most of fish. 26 village on wood for Liereyy, 6 on food. 6 on food right now. He might do some farms or some fishing. 17 on food for the Viper, and he has 2 stables already, while only 1 stable for the kid. I really think that the Viper is just going to dominate in Castle Age.
Yeah, we'll see a night. We'll see a night flood. Yeah, maybe a monastery and monk. Maybe you don't even need it, honestly. Just get the knights out and into your opponent's base, and the game won't go on too much longer. There's so much exposed resources from Liereyy, and let's see. They're gonna have identical castle times. I think that's absolutely insane. Like literally
he's 9 villages. Wrath is 9 villages more for the Viper.
That's significant.
9
is that more? Hold on? Is that land villagers or is that fishing ships, man?
I don't know, it's in total. I'm just checking in Capture H, and I just see the total, so I believe that it's just the total.
Viper's got 3 more land. Viper's got 3 more land villagers, but the rest will be like 7 extra fishing ships compared to Liereyy.
Yeah, and he has farmers also. I mean, Viper has 6 farmers already, while Liereyy doesn't have a single farm. He has 3 on food right now. He's doing the monastery, he's doing a knight, but he doesn't have economy to keep the production. He has no economy at all. Liereyy is in big problems. It's true that he's doing the War Galley upgrade, but the War Galley upgrade as well from the Viper. And right now, I don't know, he can raid completely. He didn't wall anything this time, Liereyy, and that's sadly, in my opinion, gonna be the game in a couple of minutes.
I can't see that Liereyy is gonna be able to defend the knights. And look, there actually are knights in
the wood.
Yeah, that's not good. The knights are lacking any armor, but does it matter? They're just going to be able to prevent Liereyy from taking the resources that he needs to take. He does have some more wood to the north, so it's not like he's completely cut off from wood. Quick walls around the gold for Liereyy. Going to keep his gold miners working here, man.
Yeah, but you know what I don't understand? Where's this couple of knights that now he's gonna try to wall? No, he converted also one of the knights here at home. What I don't understand is why in one game the players, for example, in this case Liereyy, walled everything, even with fortified walls, and now he's not walling anything. I don't understand that. I never understand why the players sometimes wall everything and other games don't wall at all. And in this situation where you know that you are behind, because the players know when they are behind, and Liereyy knows that he's behind even if the scores looks pretty much the same, you need to wall, because if not, you're gonna get destroyed. Look at those two knights going to the woodland. You know, again, he has the monk, yes, but he's going to convert. Well, if he convert one, okay, he's defending thanks to the monks. So the monks are giving him an extra life.
Yeah, monks, they're not only healing those...
The left.
Where are you looking at? Where are you looking here?
On the left.
No, the knights on that. How many times? Why did Liereyy? You're gonna throw all these quick walls down around your gold, and then you're gonna leave your wood open like that. Yeah, this game's done. Stick a fork in her, Mem.
Well, I don't like 4 lakes. I mean, it's okay map, but in general, we see many things like this. Like the pawns fighting a lot. We barely see crazy games like we saw in the hidden cap, you know, because the pawns are so important. And when some players just get the control, it gets a huge boost. And if it's mirror, then it's impossible to come back. Because if there is all the civilization, you can try to make something different. But with the same civ, if you lose the pawn control, how you can come back, Wrath?
Yeah, you're hoping your opponent makes mistakes at that point, and it just doesn't happen at this level. You're basically hoping like a professional 100-meter sprinter trips over at the starting line at that point. It's just not going to happen.
No. It's not gonna happen. Okay, well, we get number 4, but we can check the stacks. The statistics quite fast here, and we might see that in everything, the Viper was ahead in terms of economy, by far. You know?
Literally everything. The only thing that Liereyy beat him up on was the uptimes, and that was 2 seconds to feudal and 1 second to castle age. Definitely not enough time to make any kind of significant difference there.
Well, quick game right now.
Quick game. It's a mirror on 4 lakes.
Did the
game already start? Holy moly.
Yeah,
I'm looking up right this second.
Let's go. I'm in the game already.
AERs and Franks on Acropolis. Both these make a lot of sense on this map. They're both going to be 2 civs that are really inclined to go scouts. And I feel like overall that I favor the Franks should be able to do a faster up, but the Magyars will have the stronger scouts once they get there. So I think I actually favor the Magyars here. If the Viper can hold out for the first minute or so of early feudal age.
Well, it's kind of tricky, you know. Magyars got forging, like you said, but the scout from Franks also got the extra HP, so that kind of get more or less similar. Obviously, forging is great in sense that to snipe. Well, not only scout but also villies. The map is tricky, and let's see. I wouldn't be surprised that we see instead of a scout maybe meta times from some of the player. Remember that the meta times, for example, for Magyars can be with forging as well, +1, and that can be deadly, you know. So let's see what is gonna happen. But overall, both civilizations are great, and depend how they played, you know, how they played. It's difficult to analyze, but the hills also with great hills and going full cav arches can be solid as well.
And we do see a little bit of an early score lead here for the Viper, as Lierey's decided to push in some deer super early here. And looking at the fog of war, Liereyy is going to be using the sheep to kind of investigate his. He's got most of his resources already, so it makes sense that he's going to push this right away. Whereas we see the Viper's using it. Look how far out the Viper's gone with his sheep to explore Memp.
Yeah,
and he's gone all the way out to those external wood lines. I think he wanted to know where his wood was and to give himself as much of an option as possible. And just, man, look at the size of the plateau that Viper is set up on. The plateau to his northeast, that's almost like begging for a sneak something or other from Liereyy.
Yeah,
I really, that's one of my least favorite things about Acropolis is when you have a big long base like this. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, it's a map that is kind of tricky because the map generation, I just say it here now, I prefer, for example, Liereyy. Like you said, it's a problem here for the Viper, or can be, but since they will have mobility units, they should be okay. And also the spears with Magyar, with the +1, can help a lot against the scouts. And I think it's gonna be a scout because both are with 3 villages on wood. So let's see. He got already the 2 boars under the TC. Quite fast, I will say, both players. So I guess that 19-20 population is gonna be up for Franks. Maybe Magyar's a little bit slower because he didn't push the deers. Well, let's see. A scout will happen. But let's just say, they forgot that the spears got also +1. Magyars can be very dangerous here.
Yep, and I mean, even I think it's very likely given how open the map is, but man-at-arms as well. Even if just every melee unit gets that extra attack early on, I don't know. But I like Magyar. Part of what I like about the Magyars Memb is that they have so much flexibility. Like they can go ARBs, can they not? They get full ARBs, do they not?
Yeah, they do.
ARBs, yeah.
Yeah, but usually nobody go arbalest. They will go. He will go knights or cav archers. Don't think he will go archers, but. The goal location for Viper is again very nice. Like at the back. Look how safe it is. Super easy to wall. Come on. Well, you take the goal for Liereyy and you want to cry.
Especially that southern. And look at the stone down there too. The only thing that he really has that's safe. I mean, the northern gold isn't too bad, but it's gonna be really hard to. It's gonna force him to wall further out than he probably wants to, and it's still gonna be super exposed, especially compared to the Viper, who could just funnel at like. Every map so far, Viper has had a. He's got the Viper map hacks mod running, I guess. It's Kappa. It's a big Kappa.
Viper map hack, amigos. Viper map hack. Yeah. Well, I mean, it's just okay, but it's just a small difference with the goal. The rest of the map is definitely not really great for Viper. Also, the stone is really far. But he's doing a barrack in front. Both players in front of the TC, very similar. Liereyy has got a much better. I would say a better economy approach because he pushed all the deers and that's very nice, but now he did the late push deer Viper as well, so he's very similar, and Liereyy 18 population up. We didn't mention that. He's super fast. Viper's 20, but Liereyy 18 population up. What that means, he want to go really aggressive, but it's very crucial in my opinion that he find the wood in the outside. You know, that wood in the south there, he need to find it, Liereyy. It's so important that he find it. And I really like how Viper has a lumber camp there, Liereyy only on his main base, and 1 lumber camp, obviously with 18 population, how to get 2.
Look at Lierey's. Okay, one thing I do like about Lierey's map though is if you look where he did choose to drop that lumber camp, that's a lot of wood for Acropolis to be around 1 lumber camp. That's really nice for Liereyy. And
he's lucky. Yeah.
One thing that's kind of bothering me is I'm looking. Okay, and there it is now. Is the Viper hadn't pre-walled his his lumber camp in the south, and like I do full like small walls around my wood on Acropolis. I don't know if that's the best thing. Obviously, looking at this, that's not what I should be doing. Based on if I'm going to be trying to play like the best and you're trying to imitate Viper, then you don't do those small walls. But I still feel like that would be a better choice, just maintaining the efficiency. And I don't know. I like that better. I also like that the Viper is expanded out further. But normally you normally don't get that wood pile like Liereyy has at the back of his map.
No, that's really lucky for him, seriously. And about the walls, well, you have to do it quick, but the most important, efficient, like you said. The efficiency is so crucial. But here it's gonna be very difficult for Liereyy to make damage. Why? Because those spears are close. As you can see with the +1, he's trying to do the damage and he cannot. Right now, only 1 scout has been down. He's sending the spears, but do you really want to keep him on his base? If he's doing that, that's gonna be lovely. But I don't know if he's gonna make archers as well, or he will go only scout and spears. Because if he's going only scout and spears, as you said in the start, Magyars will have a small advantage because of the forging for sure. Oh, but he need to find that wood. He's gonna find it. No, he's not finding that wood.
So close to it, just a couple tiles away with those scouts.
Okay.
He's not looking. I think the thing is he's going to find Viper's wood at the back of his base, and he probably will assume that that's the wood that Viper is taking. I don't know if we'll see because he may notice that there's only 5 villagers on that. You know that your opponent's probably got at least 10 on Vill. He could see the 4 stragglers under Viper's TC and assume that that's the only wood.
He find the wood, the other wood. He take 1 villager now. I'm gonna take another. Well, Viper walls, quick walls, and well, he took one wall. Someone just bring me the dinner, and I say shh, you know, and the people saw it, right? And people is just spamming. Did you say shh? to your wife, was my daughter, guys. Was my daughter. If I say that to my wife, well,
What do you got for dinner? Man?
I'm GG, you know? I'm GG if I do that. Anyway, Mr. Wrath, I think Liereyy is gonna make a great transition to Castle. Look at his food.
Yeah, 400. He's already got 400 food. If we contrast that to like Viper has 400 less food than Liereyy does in the bank. On the other hand, Viper's coming forwards, and it looked like he was going to get a clean engagement on the scouts with his pikemen, but he decided to back off. And he has lots of. I think Viper may have overinvested in spears here, Mem. I don't think he needed 4 spears, and it's going to be pretty tough to be aggressive with them too, is it not?
Well,
he gets in on the left though with the scouts. Look at that.
But with those spears can help him to dominate, you know? And maybe he want to make some early aggression now because Frank's economy is always incredibly smooth. And as you can see, he has 3 villages on gold, 500 on foot. I mean, he only need the blastbit, and really in couple of minutes, he can go up to Castle Age. Well, Viper is far from going up. Frank's economy, remember, we forgot to mention, I don't know if we did, but if not, we do it again. Bonus from the berries as well help a lot. It's 25% faster. Well, now it's 15, I think.
And there's no corresponding eco bonus for the Magyars. All they get is that free foraging, free iron casting, whatever. They don't get anything else that's gonna. They're not gonna gather berries faster. They don't have free.
Well,
free
the scouts,
nothing.
The scouts are cheaper, you know, 15%. That's something because you are saving food at the end of the day. But still, it's better because you get horse collar for free as well for the farms for Friday. There's a lot of speeds. And look at the economy for Liereyy. Also, I don't know why this happens sometimes in Acropolis. Look on the left how he walked to the edge of the map. It's not supposed to be that rogues unwallable.
Oh yeah, no, I think it's supposed to be unwallable at the back for both players, right? Or
yeah, but then he can't wall, so I don't understand that.
Yeah.
Anyway, he's about to go.
They'll fix the. Hopefully, they'll fix the gen at one. I actually really like Acropolis for competitive play. Just it feels like it's so hard to do fair open maps. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay. It's a smooth transition. I mean, it's not gonna be super late Viper because he has 17 on foot, but Liereyy is already up to Castle Age. And then with a second stable, France has a really smooth transition. Oh, I was sure about this. Cab archers for the Viper. But the problem here is, this is great if you are gonna be able to be faster than your opponent. If you don't, then the knights will really dominate. Even more in a map like this. I don't know what you think.
I don't think. Yeah, I don't like the Cav archer pick just because in this case, you know, you're like your opponent's Franks. They're almost definitely going to be going into knights. Like at any level, they're going to be. That's their strongest unit. Like it makes the most sense economically for the way their bonuses are set up. Cav archers take so long to mass up that I think even if he had 4 ranges like we saw with the Huns earlier, I don't think that he'd be able to get the numbers out that he needs to get out with the eco that he has compared to Liereyy. Like he's 2 villagers back and he's clicking up later.
Oh, wow. Well, Viper has the wheelbarrow, you know, so that makes that he's okay. He has the wheelbarrow, but another thing that is really important, in my opinion, is that with Magyars you get +2 attack for free in the knights. So you also will have that advantage, you know. So and a lot of, it's not only Viper. I mean, I have seen many players going with the Cav archers with Magyars, which I don't understand because they are not like the Huns. The Huns are cheaper Cav archers, but the Magyars, they're expensive. They don't get anything, you know. So
yeah,
I don't know.
Their upgrades, like they get a unique tech. What's it called? I think it's recurve bow. Yeah, recurve
yeah, but
bow.
that's later.
+1 range, but it's like 900 gold and 500 or 900 food and 500 gold or something in Imp. Like it's just because you get a really nice tech for your cavalry archers in Imp doesn't mean they're great in Castle Age all of a sudden.
Yeah. Well, anyway, this is all well, a good debate that we are getting. But then, if now, for example, Liereyy is unable to attack, then the scouts are inside, you have to be careful, but there is a lot of space. Now he wants to send villages forward to make a TC outside. This is what he really needs to make a town center there on the wood, but he has to be careful. And the knights are already, well, scout. He's raiding and taking 1 village on the farms, but the knights need to be going to Viper base. The TC is gonna be there, perfect. And where's the knights? Oh, 3 TCs already. I love the town center's location. 1 at home in the wood and also stone, and then 1 in the wood outside. So perfect for Liereyy.
Yeah, getting it down on that external wood is really, really nice because that's not going to dry up like the wood is on your main plateau. Plus, it's giving you it's also giving you a place to expand. There's actually gold just in front of Lierey's TC that he's going to be able to expand into. That being said, the Viper, I mean, I don't know that the Viper should be letting this happen as easily as he is. He's kind of, I almost want to say he gave up map control. With the number of scouts that he had, he didn't get, he got almost no value out of making all those extra scouts. Cheaper or not, making lots of them just, and not getting Vil picks or maintaining map control the way he needed to. It will be nice because he will have a bit of a meat shield behind his cavalry archers while he attacks these knights. But he doesn't even have, there's not even Bodkin on these yet, Mem.
No, he's doing now. He's doing now Bodkin. Sorry, Bodkin, Husbandry, and Boso. There's a problem that can happen to Liereyy. Now that I check, if Viper is going to the goal, Liereyy will be exposed and out of goal, and then he's not protecting anything at all in his goal. So maybe the second TC should have been on the main goal to really protect. Anyway, he's trying to keep the pressure, and he's starting to have some good amount of numbers here, Mr. Viper. But obviously, he's on 1 TC, so he needs to make some damage. Otherwise, Liereyy Boom is going to explode. He's already, Mr. Wrath, 9 villains ahead.
That's kind of, at this stage of the game, and given that both players are, like, there's no reason for that beyond villager picks, and yet, have we even seen any? Liereyy just getting those town centers down has just done so much damage. The onus is now on Viper to outproduce in military with the 1 town center, and so this is going to be like a 1 TC, maybe fast imp play. 1 TC, 3 ranges.
No, don't think so.
Right?
I mean, the thing is that with what he chooses is he has to do this, because if he's doing more town centers, how he make cav archers, you know? That's the problem with the cav archer transition. You cannot have economy for both. Either you go full cav archers in the early game, or you can't do anything, and then if you don't outmass the Franks, you're not gonna do any damage, and the Knights will take over. Oh my goodness, he's in the wood and he didn't notice Viper. Whoa! In the woodland, in the outside, he's taking all the villages. Well, that's pretty much the game, honestly, because right now Viper is really ahead.
Look at Lierey's base, though. We do have Viper coming forward with a massive cav archers and some scouts behind it. He's going to try and break in to make up for the damage that these knights have done back at his base. There were some knights from Liereyy in on the gold as well at the same time, Mem. And now that's 17 bills up for Liereyy. This is looking pretty bad, and there's knights coming back from Liereyy to clear up this cav archer scout push from the Viper, and this is snowballing out of control real quick.
Yeah. I'm very sad that we're going to see the Atacama as decider, you know? I'm very, very sad. I want to see Atacama, man. I really want to see Atacama. But honestly, Franks is so smooth transition. Really, really smooth. Man, he got 28 farmers right now. I mean the economy for Liereyy just can't explode at the moment. He does have so many villages on gold, but he doesn't really even need. He got a huge advantage right now. Similar amount of army and 20 villages more. So should make a terrible decision now, Liereyy, to lose this game, honestly.
Do 20 cav archers beat 20 knights, though? That's the question. And do the knights do not have +2 yet. I mean, if Viper can find a way to kill Lierey's army and then go, but it's just so implausible. Obviously, Viper does see a way he can fix this one way or another. I don't know what that might be. Does he have ballistics? It looks like he has ballistics.
No, he doesn't have ballistics.
No, he does not.
And he also have the pike ban upgrade, so I know what the Viper is going to try. Viper is just gonna try to make a full push, like siege war sub forward, because he knows that he's behind. But honestly, Liereyy only need a siege war sub on his own to defend. Couple of scorpions, and that's it, in my opinion. Because he got knights, he's doing the +2. He got right now 25 army. He has the same. I mean, those knights +2 will take absolutely everything. Look at this. Oh, this catch up
in the middle
is disaster.
The
knights
are doing some work. The pikes. This is bad. Honestly, I can't even believe I'm saying this sentence right now. That was some pretty bad micro from the Viper there, as he threw away all of his pikes and his cav archers. He's actually going to call the game after that. Yeah. He could, he might have been able to win that fight if all of his army was together and fighting in the right fashion, but not like that. That is about as bad of a fight as Viper could have taken right there, and I'm not surprised at all in seeing the GG after that.
And Wrath, check Viper base. He was also inside with 3 knights. He break it in and got inside with 3 knights as well at the same time.
Again. Yeah, this had just happened. Viper literally just cleared this out from like 2 minutes before too, and they'd gone and sniped villagers off that gold and delayed a bit of Viper's cavalry archer production because he was forced off of gold. And there you have it. I mean, we're going to game 5. You're getting Atacama. I think what I'm most excited is there's not going to be Franks or Magyars or Vikings or what else is no longer available for this. Hold on here. What other civs are gone?
We're gonna see Teutons, I believe.
We could see Teutons, yeah. Yeah, no Huns, no Lith. That's kind of crazy. This will be a really interesting game 5.
It's gonna be Teutons or Bulgarians. Remember my words. I think Teutons or Bulgarians will be the way to go in that one.
Do we want to look at the stats? In the east, playing in red as the Teutons, and Liereyy in the northwest in green, playing as the Japanese. And we are on Mem's Atacama, coveted Atacama map, and it's a recipe for open play, aggressive play, and should make for an exciting conclusion to game 5. You couldn't ask for a more open game 5. This is what you want, man. What do you want out of Age of Empires 2 than 2 of the absolute finest playing an absolute? This is going to be an absolutely crazy game. I'm calling it right now. If it lasts 20 minutes or an hour and 20 minutes, there's no way that this isn't going to deliver. Just because you look at 2 high-skilled players on such an open map, and the potential for micro and everything is just so high here.
Yeah, it's amazing. In theory, it's amazing. But I want to debate a little bit about the civilizations. Japanese, I like it, but I don't know. Teutons in this map is so deadly. Why? Because only with the use of those crazy towers that you can put 10 units inside can give you huge advantage. Imagine that Viper want to go really aggressive with the towers, or just defend it. You can defend it with them. Cheaper farmers as well. I mean, Japanese, don't take me wrong, they're great. I mean, if you go many times, that probably is what it's going to do. They also hit faster in the start. They have bloodlines with the scouts as well, but of course the gameplay is crucial. I mean, if he's doing I don't know, 8 minute also up now, super quick, and make like in the previous game and get villas fast to the Viper, then you win with any civ. But in theory, for this map, I prefer Teutons, really.
Yeah, so the Teutons, of course, the one thing that I've never been crazy about the Teutons is the lack of husband. You know, so wait, do Japanese actually technically have better knights early on here? Wait, so the Teutons, okay, hold on. Let me take a deep breath because I'm getting a little worked up. I like the Japanese because they have bloodlines. They have +2 in Castle Age. Like, they're basically fully upgraded Castle Age knights. So they're super versatile early in the game, and you mix in their faster attacking pikes, and you can go knights and pikes versus an opponent. Yeah,
but you really can't go knights against Teutons. It's impossible. I mean,
because
if you
of the extra melee damage.
Exactly.
Or, the extra melee armor, pardon me.
Yeah, you really can't. I mean, Liereyy is forced, in my opinion, is forced to go archers and pikes, you know? Because otherwise, the knights versus knight will just dominate. And the infantry for Japanese is amazing, because they hit fast, so it's good. I really think it's very important, the wood control. Go.
I think, I'm sorry to interrupt, but I think Viper may have lost his sheep to Liereyy here.
Let me check.
Can you confirm that? I think he did.
I don't know. I don't see it. I don't see Lierey's ship at any point. No. I don't see anything.
No,
I am in minute 450, and there is 4 ships there that is not taken yet.
You're at 450. You're not. So you're like a minute behind then.
Really? So I'm not live.
I'm about to hit 6 minutes now.
Okay, then maybe you are right. So I was behind.
Oh no, Viper! No, Viper didn't. He didn't. I'm sorry. Viper's missing his sheep, Mem. When you catch up,
4 ships. I mean, in the minute that I am,
I thought that Liereyy had taken them, but they're just sitting there.
Yeah, they're there. He didn't explore yet. In the minute that I am, but look at this. He has explored almost all the map, and he still didn't explore that. That is very close to the woodline, actually.
Lierey's gonna find these sheep. Lierey's gonna find these sheep before Viper does, and that's a lot of sheep to be missing in a game 5. Holy moly, 400 being down 400 food.
Oh,
Lierey's gonna grab.
Lierey's finding those. Oh my goodness. Yeah,
that's really unfortunate for Viper, and it's gonna be. And Liereyy actually has clicked up the feudal age already, and Viper's been struggling. He has loot coming in. He hasn't even. He's actually gonna be milling the deer on the right, and he only finds 1 of his 4 sheep.
Yeah, that's crazy. Well, 300 food is a lot. It's not only what you take from your opponent, it's also you also get for yourself. So it's kind of crazy. And I'm just checking to see. Look at the Lamborghini, but he has no barrack yet. No. Oh, I think Liereyy is gonna go probably straight archers.
Straight archers, really?
I mean, just look at the time it is right now. I mean,
he's on gold, right? There's not a lot of reasons to be on gold this early. Even if he was man at arms, he would have already had the barracks up. If he was scouts, then he would have had the barracks up already. Again, he would have already had the barracks up. So it's got to be absolutely. You're right. It's going to be
He's archers. He's going archers because if he wanted to go militias, he will have the barrack long time ago. Now it's not make sense to make. And he's gonna go straight archers, super quick with 19 population up. That's pretty sick and insane.
He can get away with this. He can get away with this because of the stolen sheep, and he's gonna be able to keep. Yeah, without having to worry about the villagers dropping farms, he gonna be able to afford the range, probably even a smith shortly after, without having to drop any farms. And this is gonna be really ugly early on for the Viper, who's going to struggle if he. I mean, we might have the first archer out before Viper's second scout comes out, potentially.
Well, before he's doing feudal.
Yeah.
Because he's still not up to feudal. So he's doing the archer, like you said. I mean, in this kind of situation, he has one spear coming. But in this kind of situation, if he's doing really the blast beat really quick and going with the +1, sadly, it could be a quick game. Because the transition to feudal from Liereyy is just amazing, really quick. He has the archery range already there, with already archers outside. He has to be careful. That's really unfortunate for Liereyy. If Viper noticed, Viper didn't notice, and well, he noticed now. He's gonna try to take that one, and Liereyy is coming back with his scout. Yeah, it's fine. Liereyy is fine. He's gonna hit 1 or 2 times, but now the scout is here, and then Liereyy will take that scout because he has now the fastest speed because he's in feudal and blast beat is happening. This is really big for Liereyy. I think, yeah, he forced his opponent to make an archery range. Look, not the scouts.
So yeah, rather than going into scouts as would have been the plan from the Teuton Viper, he's going to be forced to make defensive skirmishers here to try and clear up the offense. It's going to have to be skirms too, because there's no way that he would be able to go into archers. We have fletching coming in. This is such a strong push from Liereyy. What does the Viper do? What can the Viper do? It's going to take him so long to get the skirms out. And he's not going to be able to tower. He's going to have to delete the second house mem, and he's still going to lose maybe 2 or 3 villagers.
He's gonna lose 1. Now the skirmish is there. I'm afraid to see a quick game, man. Really, because Liereyy, this is the best gameplay that he likes to do. Liereyy taking second village, taking the hill, taking the skirm. Oh my god, this is gonna be a quick game, man. I'm afraid that this is gonna happen because we want a really crazy games in the last one, but this is absolutely amazing gameplay by the kid, honestly.
This is crazy. I mean, to the Viper's credit, he fought off a spear. He's using his vills to fight off this early archer push, and he needs to get a tower down. If the Viper can get a tower down on the wood, he'll be a lot better off. And he doesn't have the wood for it. The problem is he would have to cut off spear and or skirm production in order to get that tower down, and he needs to get these villagers back to work. Why is can the Viper, or pardon me, can Liereyy not push this? He has fletching. There's no fletching on these skirms. I guess that's a little tough to micro.
Yeah, but look,
it's gonna snowball quick for the Viper. Viper barely. That was honestly being saved by the skin of his teeth there, man.
But look what he's doing now, Liereyy. Stable already. He's doing already scouts because he has done the damage already. He put his opponent behind. He's forcing him to make skirmishes, and then you make 2-3 scouts. And what the Viper can do to counter? Exactly what he's doing. He's doing a tower on the wood. He needed, and now he's trying to establish, but he's still surrounding his berries with the archers. The skirmishes are coming, but now the scouts will come as well. Need to micro perfectly fine Liereyy because there's archers, but the tower is also up already. Forging! What the hell? Liereyy is going all in, +1 attack.
Forging at this stage of the game is that's just for his scouts to deal with the skirmishers too. So he's gonna try and just all in and feudal in Atacama is not the craziest call. But I think to try and snowball in game 5 of a match of a show match like this, it certainly is. And yeah, I just want to take a quick second, Mem, to thank everybody around the Age of Empires 2 community for coming together to support this show match. Prize pool was originally $250, and people literally told me, put up a donation goal. We want to support the show match. We want to support the players. So I just thought that was really cool, and I wanted to shout out everybody from around the Age of Empires community that donated to make this show match double the prize pool. You can see that obviously. Honestly, I feel like $250 versus $500 is pretty substantial, even for like the Viper and Liereyy. You know, and honestly, that's a Nintendo Switch, mem.
And honestly, yeah, but honestly, we have to agree, right, and say thank you for everyone that supported you for that. that Viper Liereyy this. It's not that all the players don't deserve, you know. But Viper Liereyy 500, it looks like fancy. It looks like, come on, it's Viper Liereyy. It's great to have then, and $500 is very nice for these players. Top quality games as well, and he has +1/+1 in those scouts. +1/+1 in those scouts. But crazy, man. Crazy how aggressive he's trying to go. Honestly, what if Liereyy will put a tower behind that wood line? Because he can do it, man. And he's coming. Oh my goodness. Okay. Okay.
Memstradamus over here. And those two villagers are gonna. You just know that that's just gonna go like a tile out of range of what the Viper. Although look, the Viper's tower. No, Viper's gonna know that this tower is going up. But his line of sight from that Teuton tower.
Doesn't matter. Viper doesn't have a stone anymore, so he can't do anything.
No, Mem, I'm sorry. This is I'm calling it right now. This is gonna be the throw from Liereyy. Why? Because think about the Teuton tower bonus. And I know he doesn't have stone, but it's not like there's anything pressuring the stone from Viper right now at the back. And I don't know. I honestly, I feel like this isn't as bad as dire as it might look like.
But rather, what Liereyy wants is just to put him out of that wood line, you know? Because he knows that he's in a really such a great position there. You know, he has the fletching, that tower is gonna be there. He's forcing him to move to make another lumber camp. He has the wood just to make the lumber camp. Then his economy is definitely not on point. Not even mining gold here, the Viper. Of course, he could kill more villages, but now he has archers. The scouts from Liereyy are already full up, even with bloodlines, you know? Full scouts up, in the south, +1, everything.
In the south of Viper's base, they're running around, and Viper doing a good job of chasing them back with those 3 spears, but I feel like they're being drawn out by Liereyy, maybe intentionally, because Liereyy could maybe circle around these and get back to that stone. Viper is on that rear stone. And, oh, archers on the front on that wood line, going to pick off at least 1 villager here from the Viper.
Yeah,
41
and Viper is killing villages to Liereyy now in the wood line. Look, so action all over.
Scouts.
He's taking 2 on one side, now he's taking, but he still have army. The problem is that the advantage is already massive for Liereyy. It's not only the amount of villages, it's the timing, the momentum here, and with only 2 villages more, look at the military numbers, fully upgraded, coming with the archers. Those are gonna take absolutely everything. They're gonna kill all. Viper can't do anything to counter now, Mr. Liereyy, and Liereyy won the Showmatch because he did an incredible uptime here, Mr. Ranth. Crazy stuff.
That was, yeah, this was really well played by Liereyy, who came in with a clear game plan in mind, and he is going to take this Showmatch deservedly so. Props to both players. What a series, what a set. Even this game, as short as it was, just over 20 minutes, absolutely packed with action right from the start of military production. That was a great dude, Mem. Thank you so much for casting this set with me, man.
But so don't worry. I wanted to point out that the games are not better because they are longer. You know, I mean, the Liereyy Fortress was a great one, not because it was too long. It's because the control they were doing during all the game was insane. Here, the game was good for Liereyy because he did take 3 ships in the right moment, but remember that he didn't lay them early. Viper didn't explore them, and then Liereyy got already a plan that it will work exactly the same without those ships. You know, the problem is that the Viper did a really late uptime. If you check here in technology, it was almost 11 minutes. Against a player like Liereyy that did not even 9-minute feudal, it was pretty crazy, and that was the Showmatch. About the casting, it was fun, man, and I just really hope that people have enjoyed. In my channel, people have enjoyed a lot. I mean, I was checking your channel as well, and I could feel the hype also, and people very positive in the chat. So for me, very happy. Congratulations for the Showmatch, and good luck a lot with the 24 hours, Mr. Wrath. It was a pleasure to be with you, man.
Dude, Mem, thank you so much, man. I hope we get to do this again sometime. I really enjoyed it.
Okay, was a pleasure, man. I leave you with your viewers and with your stream. Take care, man.
Cheers.
Take care. Okay, guys, this has been the Showmatch. If you watch it on YouTube, thumb up, amigos. Always.